Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into round 5 of the No Retreat GT from Canberra, Australia, here at Jolt Games. We have got a nice, spicy round 5 coming at you. We have got Chaos Knights going in to Death Guard for this round. It's going to be awesome fun. So we'll go through both players' lists. We've got Tim, who is playing the Chaos Knights, with Will backing up on stream once again for the third game in a row with his Death Guard, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be a really great game. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to get the prediction going in chat as well. And no one used the previous one, but we will... we'll still pay it out, and we'll get the next one set up. So we'll get that going for you, ladies and gentlemen. So that is all good to go for you guys. Get your channel points in to predict who you think is going to win this round. We'll also be able to get the... we'll go through the list, we'll go through the mission and such as well. Let me just do some small things, and we'll be good to go to swap on over. Alrighty, so the mission for this round is Death and Zeal. Let me just change the turn number, is the one thing that I missed for the game. So Death and Zeal is table quarters, ladies and gentlemen. It is 5 objectives. Score 1, score 2, score more. It is one of my favorite missions under the current Nephilim mission pack. And it's got the direct assault progressive objective for the primary as well, where you get 2 victory points if you do one of these, or 3 if you do the 2. You control every objective marker on the battlefield, or control at least one objective marker you did not control at the start of your turn, and destroy an enemy unit that's within range of one objective marker at the start of their turn. So it means that you're able to kill units that are on objectives and you get a victory points for it. The other part of this is Objective Purged. If in this mission, if a player controls an objective marker at the end of the command phase and one or more of their units within range of it has the objective secured rule, or a similar rule, it remains under that player's control until their opponent controls it at the end of any subsequent phase, even if there are no models within range of it. So, oh, Chaos Knights. Wish I was looking forward to that, even in lurk. Yeah. Yep. Chaos Knights, 13 War Dogs. It's going to be a very interesting list to see how things are going. So we're going to get the time going on here for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Windows is going to do its thing. So the game time has started for this one. So to walk you through the list that, again, both players are playing, we've already got the scenes updated, ready to go. So Will's list as a third-time reminder for everyone in chat. So we've got the Inexorable Battalion for the Plague Company here for the Death Guard, with a Tallyman with Ferric, Blight, Plague Skull of Glothila, and Plague Chosen. Lord of Contagion with Plague Reaper and Unstable Sickness, a Malignant Plague Caster with Miasma Pestilence, Putrescent Vitality, Curse of the Leper, and a Putrid Periat. A unit of 10 Plague Marines with a Demonic Blade, a Demonic Plague Blade, Plasma Gun, Power Fist on the champion, with 2 Blight launchers, 2 Cleavers, 2 Flails, a Mace and Axe, a Plague Spewer, and a Melter Gun in there. Then 2 units of 5 Plague Marines with a Demonic Plague Blade, Plasma Gun, and Power Fist on the champion. A Cleaver, a Flail, a Mace and Axe, and a Melter Gun in each of those as well. A unit of 11 Poxwalkers, and a unit of 10 Poxwalkers. A unit of 3 Death Shroud Terminators, a Fetid Bloat Drone with Flesh Mower, 2 Plague Burst Crawlers with Entropy Cannons and Heavy Sluggers. Then a Chaos Rhino, and a Supreme Command Detachment with Mortarion, with Miasma Pestilence, Revolting Resilience, Living Plague, Plague Wind, Arch Contaminator, Gift of the Plagues, Gloaming Bloat, and is the Warlord. So Will is starting on 2 CP for 2,000 points. Then to go through Tim's list, he is running the 13 War Dogs in a Super Heavy Auxiliary Detachment and a Super Heavy Detachment. We have got both of them are House Herpetrax in terms of their detachments. So the first one is the Super Heavy Auxiliary. We've got a War Dog Carnivore Squadron with just a single Carnivore with the Heavy Stubber. Then in the Super Heavy Detachment, we have got 2 Brigands with Heavy Stubbers, bold tyrants and iconoclast Dreadblade. Then we have got a single carnivore with House Herpetrax as a Traitorous Lance character with a heavy stubber and a Mark of the Dread Knight. A Stalker Squadron with House Herpetrax. Then we've got on them the double. They've got Avenger Chain Cannons, the Slaughter Claws, and the Heavy Stubbers. Then another unit of Stalkers. Oh, I've got the suit, Dragoon. I've got the suit. I'm just not wearing the jacket at the moment. It's a bit warm in here. So it is a full suit. You'll see it in a second. So we've got another unit of Stalkers with Avenger Chain Cannons, Heavy Stubbers, and Slaughter Claws. But one of them has got the Corrupted Heirlooms for the Helm of the Dogs and Blessings of the Dark Master. Then another super heavy detachment that has taken a unit of 3 War Dog Executioners with Heavy Stubbers. One who's got Zinch's Mirror of Fates with the Dreadblade Iconoclast and Worthy Offerings. Then a Carnivore Squadron with House Herpetrax, Traitorous Lance character, Heavy Stubber, Aura of Corruption for Nurgle. Then the Veil of Medrigard for the Relic and the Warlord. Then a Stalker with Avenger Chain Cannon, Slaughter Claw, and Heavy Stubber as House Herpetrax as well. Also still waiting on those winning lotto numbers from the future. Mate, I don't have those winning lotto numbers for you because they're not valid in American Lotto. Or Canadian Lotto, I should say. Funnily enough. But no, it's going to be a great game to see. I am going to go and get the players set up with their lapel mics, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be absolutely awesome to see this game, how both players come out of this. Both really small armies. I'm expecting this to be a pretty quick game, in my opinion. But I'm going to jump in there, get them set up with their mics. Oh, we got probably Will has got his mic set up. I'm just going to go and get Tim set up with his if I don't see it here in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to vote in the predictions as well, using your channel points to predict who you think's going to win. We got Tim, Chaos, 40 points on Tim with the Chaos Knights. But I'm keen to see what everyone else reckons. Get those channel points in and use them on the predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back with you to get Tim set up with his microphone.
The objective is to kill opponent things on objectives and to take an objective you didn't hold at the start of the turn.
3 if you do both.
It's 2 if you do one of those, 3 if you do.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a TO for any reason, you need Sam, just let me know and I'll grab your voice, saves you the time.
Sure.
Beautiful. Thanks,
Are
mate.
we good to start?
Yeah, you're all good to start. So what's the round time at? Haven't started. So I don't know what
2 deployment zones.
Now. I think we've got maybe 10 minutes until the clock needs to start.
Yep.
So, but if you get through all your deployment and stuff, and you get up to like starting battle round 1, then start the clock.
Sure. So, shall we roll off for attacker defender?
Yeah, I'm happy to.
I have rolled a 4.
Oh, I saw a 6 going around there for a while.
I
What do you
would
want?
like you to deploy first, so choose a side. It's all symmetrical anyway.
Yeah, I'll just take this one.
Okay. Suppose laying out some dice, not a bad idea. Jeez, 9 inches is so much.
Yeah, it's a lot of room.
Oh, just in the right spot there.
Hey, alright.
So you have first drop.
Why is there no terrain I can hide behind? Why is this the case? Alright, we'll start with Levino. It's gonna hang out over here.
Does it have some
Yeah, it's
5
got
Marines
10
in it?
men.
10 in it.
Big 10
The,
men
the big squad?
Yep.
Cool. And I'm not afraid of you, particularly.
Oh, that's what he tells himself.
Sure is. Just gonna put this bad boy. Let's let's not touch the terrain. No point to give you the...
I got a second unit down, Poxwalkers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10.
Deploy my other carnivore with boom.
Another unit of Poxwalkers.
So as these guys are deploying, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be really interesting to see what tact Tim takes more than what Will does, because the thing is that between here, it's 18 inches. So it's really quite quick to get into close combat with both, with the War Dogs. So it means that Will's going to have to do some good screening with his Poxwalkers as he's starting to do. But Tim did the smart play in making Will deploy first, which meant he started off picking where everything went, and so he could make informed decisions without necessarily needing to be, forcing an issue, right? So really interesting there. I think it's going to be an interesting game to see how this will develop between the two players. They're starting to deploy, so I think they've got their secondary, so I'll just go grab those, and I'll bring them right back over, ladies and gentlemen.
These gentlemen, my brigands with the double gun option just behind the dense terrain. Yep.
Good to go.
Secondaries?
Oh, you want us to write this down? Oh, alright. I got a pen kicking around somewhere.
We got a pen there, I got another pen here.
Hey,
we got pens everywhere.
Alright.
Let's move all my stuff off.
Just so then it's nice and easy for me to be able to pull out your
You want us to fill in the score sheets as we go as well, yeah? Yeah.
Just so that it means I'm not interrupting you.
Attacker?
So
you, right?
who's the attacker and defender? You pick the deployment zone.
Defender picks side.
Defender picks side, so I'm the attacker then, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. So you had bring it down.
Yep.
Spread the sickness. And warp ritual. And I had assassination. Ruthless tyranny.
Ruthless tyranny?
Mm-hmm. And grind them down.
Every time you put me on stream, my handwriting's gonna get worse and worse and worse.
It's all good. Right, I'll bring this back in a second, gentlemen.
Alright, so
I've got 4 drops.
I have done 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's your drop.
Let's do a Lord of Contagion. Yeah.
Alright.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so I have got those scores, I've got those secondaries for you. So for Will, we've seen a little bit of a change here. So he's taken Bring It Down. It's an easy maxable one for him with just killing War Dogs. It's an auto take in this kind of matchup. He's taken Spread the Sickness, which is probably a better choice than some of the other Death Guard ones, as he only needs to get onto like 3 or 4 of the objectives to get high points on that. And then also taking Warp Ritual. Now, I'm a bit surprised at Warp Ritual, I will be honest. I would have been a bit more surprised if he had have taken
have them sitting in the open ready to be
whatchamacallit,
alright, let's
Psychic Interrogation instead may have been a better play, in my personal opinion.
These are
I think here. Then going over to Tim's secondaries, he's taken Assassination. So every time someone's gone up against Will, they've taken Assassination here. He's then also taken Ruthless Tyranny, which is one of the Chaos Knight specific ones, which we'll talk about. And then also taken Grind Them Down. So again, this is a good choice. Means that he's just got to kill more than what he loses in terms of knights. So he may end up losing, killing a couple units and then not having much to do in response. He may lose 1 knight or maybe 2 knights, but if he's killed 3 units, which is more than capable. So let's walk through this. So bring it down. I believe it's bracketed very differently now than what it's previously been. So you get 1 victory point for every destroyed monster or vehicle with 9 wounds or less. You get 2 victory points for every destroyed model with 10 to 14 wounds, 3 victory points for 15 to 19 wounds, and 4 victory points for 20 plus. From memory, the War Dogs have got that 12 to 14 wound bracket. So it means it's 2 points per. He's got 13. There's 26 points. Like, he's just got to kill half the army and he'll get max on that. He needs to kill 8 of them to get that. Warp Ritual, again, it's doing that psychic action when within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield. And then Spread the Sickness is Death Guard Infantry doing the action on the objectives. And if it's a objective secured unit, automatically happens. If it is not, it's on a 4+. It's contaminated. It's within your deployment zone. It's 3 VP, sorry. And if it's outside, it's 4 VP. Then for Assassinate, killing characters, 3 victory points for every character killed. 4 victory points if you kill the Warlord character. Ruthless Tyranny, though, we will talk about here, because this is an interesting one for the Chaos Knights. So Ruthless Tyranny, at the end of your turn, score 2 victory points if you control half or more of the total number of objective markers on the battlefield, and 1 or more Chaos Knights from your army are within range of each of those objective markers. Score 1 victory point if half or more of the total number of objective markers are within dread range of 1 or more Chaos Knights from your army, and score 1 victory point if every objective marker on the battlefield is within dread range of 1 or more of your Chaos Knight models from your army. So really, it's spreading that 12-inch dread range. Or I think it starts off at 6 and then goes 9 and then 12. It increases by 3 every turn, I believe. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that develops over the course of the game and how Tim decides to use the Dread Aura abilities to impact the Death Guard. Then take and grind them down, simple as 3 victory points if you kill more units than your opponent does during the battle round. So really straightforward scoring here. This is going to be a great, I will say, Tim's Chaos Knights are absolutely beautifully painted as well. So
I don't mind.
I'm really, they're beautiful. It's great to have them on stream. Tim does also start off with 1 CP as well. So I'm going to return this. We're going to turn back to the players and keep on going from here, team. I am excited to see how this game develops.
Alright, well, we'll leave it the way we left it. Just because that's the way we left it.
It's safer for Mortarion. I'll say that much.
The tank's just going to have to suffer, I guess.
It's still going to be difficult to get lines. Like, it's got a shooting line down here, so things run out this way we can get them, but... and then the other tank.
Starting the clock? Yeah, no. Yeah. You gotta do it.
Oh, is it not?
Pressing play doesn't do anything.
Oh no, I know what it is. And then whoever it's on.
Yep, good to go.
There we go.
No, send it over.
Alright.
They're inside the transport. Oh.
It's really good.
Marker. Nick! Aye. I'll go send it to him later. Let's go.
Best of luck.
You too.
You have the first turn.
I don't think I want it.
Yeah, I would agree.
I will gain... Oh my god, wait, this is horrible.
Gain a CP.
Yep, so I'll go to 3.
2.
I will roll for another CP. I will gain additional CP to 4.
Yep. It's a lot of CP.
It's not enough CP, man.
Lay it on me, friend.
We'll do the command phase. Mortarion will give full rerolls to a core unit. He will look at himself.
Okay.
Only really option.
Let's get these deployment zone dice out of here as well.
Then... Oh my god, what are these guys doing? Okay. I would have been very sad if they got randomly deployed there. These guys are up here.
Okay.
I pulled them over, I didn't send them anywhere.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so as I was doing the clock for the boys,
I'll move this stuff.
I accidentally knocked the camera, so it is now skew. I do not want to mess with it to try and get it righted, because it takes a bit to get that done, and I don't want to interrupt these guys as much as possible. So we're already on clock
Never change.
Will again got first turn and is posturing Mortarion already pretty significantly on this bottom right-hand flank right here. Sorry, right-hand mid-flank, I should say.
Right there.
All the poxies right up here is kind of interesting. I think that's a bit... Like, he's using that line of sight blocking to obviously hide them a bit. But these guys move quick in all directions. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see these guys move across here to kind of challenge this objective. But I really think that it's going to be a rough time for the Death Guard in this matchup, in my personal opinion. I just think that there's just so many War Dogs. 13 of them is a lot to deal with. So
second tank, do something pretty similar. The fact of poking.
we're just seeing what what Will's gonna end up doing. So he's gonna be moving out this guy and just kind of posturing. So I really think that controlling fire lanes is gonna help him do some stuff against the Chaos Knights, because if he's able to maintain the fire lanes over here and control what's going on, then it means that there's not much. There's going to be a lot of targets for him to shoot. But it means that the Knights are going to get up in his grill pretty quickly if Tim sends a couple over that way to deal with it. But that's also why Mortarion's there as a deterrent.
Whoa!
So it's going to be really interesting to see how this develops overall.
I don't think you understand how big 14 inches is, friend.
Alright, well, they'll hop further into the...
So as you can see, he's moving stuff into there. And behind that line of sight, obscuring terrain. But yeah, this is going to be a really interesting matchup. I just want to hear from the players, honestly. I want to let you guys hear from them as well. I want to thank everyone that's joining us. And let's hear what Will's doing during his first turn.
Sure, my bad. We do, in fact, have the crack grenade. That's a huge range for these guys to run turn 1. Do you even want them to be there turn 1?
I don't know.
I think I do. We'll stay outside an inch of this side of the building, just so you can't fight me through the wall reasonably. This unit will
just go around.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to, I think. Yeah, it's just something I have to accept.
It's also so I can't shoot you through the windows without touching it.
Yes.
Saves you some chain cannon fire.
Probably not a huge amount of it, though.
Those dice getting in your way?
Yeah, they're all going to get out of the way. Second unit, pretty similar movement pattern. Gonna unhook for themselves.
Jolly good.
Come up.
Shambling forward there, 5 inches or whatever.
4. A little less than 14.
Climbing a robot. Easy peasy.
He's gonna jump into... Oh, he's gonna get psychic ritualing, doesn't he?
There's going to be 6 inches at the center. So if you do that, you will get murdered. Unless you send something else forward to screen a bit better. But it's rough. I know, bro. I know. It
doesn't matter what I do. I don't think I'm coming out looking good after this. You kill him. He dies so fast. You underestimate
I'm expecting him to kill at least 2 dogs before he does, though. But we'll see.
Maybe I just send Mortarion in, huh? Huh? What then? 10-inch charge. If I fail, he's stranded in literally the middle of everything. I think I have to give up Psychic Ritual this turn.
Well, you only need to do it 3 times in the game to max it at 12, so...
Yeah. God, it does max at 12, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not amazing in terms of points, but it's pretty reliable because you only need to do it 3 times.
6 inches. Lovely. He's going to come hang out on the side. The Rhino.
I definitely agree that a turn 1 ritual is a trap.
Yes.
I would be leaving that until later on in the game to at least score at least 7 points on it, if possible to get to 12.
Are you serious? 1 Blight Crawler? I don't want you to be setting your expectations that high, friend. It's probably going to lead to disappointment. He has 14 wounds, a 6 up feel no pain, and I can spend 1 CP to give him a 4 up invuln against shooting.
I'm losing so many models, no matter what I do.
Well, you could have deployed everything behind the buildings and stayed there.
On no objectives?
Yes. That's the only way to avoid losing the models.
I think I have to lose models and
Yes,
take points.
you need to try and lose less models and kill some of my stuff.
Alright,
and
I'm
sit on
burning clock
points.
time. Let's get moving. He's gonna have to hang out for a turn. We're just gonna let our contagion ranges increase. These guys aren't doing anything special. They're gonna hop back just a touch, make sure they're all getting.
Do you want to put anyone on your home objective?
I do. I have a character in the corner back.
Oh, okay. And it's touching it from inside?
Yep.
Alright, no worries.
Okay, so we're just.
Does that mean that character's hard up against the wall?
He has to be.
Cool.
You're...
So like, eventually when I get there, I'll be able to murder people.
Yeah. Alright.
Hopefully.
Psychic Phase. Mortarion will lead. We'll go Miasma of Pestilence. We'll go off with an 11. We will target the tank. Target is now -1 to be hit.
Okay.
We will do Aura of Contagion.
Perils?
Perils.
2 models?
One
model.
model.
There you go. That's on Morty?
Yeah. Morty's down to 17. Oh my god, you haven't even had a turn yet and he's taking damage.
More damage than I have.
Yeah, so Mortarion's going to gain 3 inches on his contagion range, so he's maxing out his contagion range.
Is that for the rest of the turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or rest of battle round.
Okay. Interesting.
If I put on one of these guys, they go to a contagion range of 4 inches.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why you cast it at all.
Okay. Yep.
You did
Yep, there was no reason. I haven't thought about, do I perils in this? If I roll for this? He'll go for Putrid Vitality, +1 strength, +1 toughness, and he'll target the tank. 18 inches, pretty easily.
That's not over the tank, but I think on this edge you will be, so that's all good. Yeah, there you go.
It's a very hard angle to see with the building. Hang on. If he needs to move over, he should have done it in moving phase.
So, is that over the character there? You're over the tank.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Tank will go to T9.
Okay.
He's got no other spells that matter. So let's move to shooting phase. Starting with the tank, 1 CP. It's going to be doing +1 damage to its mortar. And it's going to be targeting your front carnivore.
With everything?
With everything.
So what's the AP on all of its different weapons?
AP4, AP2.
Okay, we're going to spend 1 CP to go to 4-up involved on this guy for this turn.
Number of shots. 2 shots. I'll CP reroll it.
Oh, you've spent 2 CP now?
Yep.
I'm going to try and recover. I should roll those with these.
Gonna go to 1 shot.
Okay, I'm going to try and recover for the 2 CP you've spent. I don't recover either of them.
1 shot. It cost me 2 CP to miss.
Well, I already spent my CP to invuln, so you've wasted that
Yes.
CP. There you go.
1 hit with the laser, 1 wound with the laser, AP4.
So on the 4-up invuln, he's fine.
Do you remember when the Plague Burst Crawler was gonna one-shot a tank?
Yeah, you said you were hoping to kill 2 dogs with your 2 Plague Burst Crawlers this turn. I was like,
1 dog. This guy isn't killing
you
anything.
didn't get this guy into C.
This guy isn't killing anything.
These are wounding on
You
5.
have, yeah. 1 wound, AP1. 1 damage.
4-up, makes it.
Lovely.
Any other guns?
Second tank.
Oh, he's got out of line of sight shooting.
Yeah. Second tank's got a mortar shot into this carnivore.
Okay, so you're at -1 for not being able to see and -1 ballistic skill for not having line of sight.
Are you in the forest?
dense. Yeah.
Alright, we'll do a different target. One that isn't densed. Another carnivore behind him? Yeah, I'll just do the exact same carnivore here that isn't
This one, so
densed.
this one you can't re-roll anything against.
He does reroll 1s to wound. That's alright. Sure.
So he's the
2
target?
shots. Yeah,
2
he'll
shots?
be the target.
Okay, so hitting on 4s.
Yep, 1 hit. 1 wound.
With a strength 8.
Strength 8, AP2.
Alright. So 5-up invuln.
2 damage.
2 damage. Alrighty. He has 12 remaining.
Oh, this is probably as rough as it's gotten for turn 1.
Any other guns?
No?
No
Out
charges?
range. No charges.
Anything in the morale phase? Any end of turn actions? Nothing's within 12
We
inches.
just did our spread in the home, and we called it a day.
So the character did that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Gonna hang on spread.
That's 3 points.
Yeah, for a home objective.
Right, we'll get you for 3 points on that. No warp ritual.
I didn't pull you off an objective.
You
I didn't
didn't
gain
get
a
on
new
an objective that you weren't on at the start,
Yeah.
so nothing for the mission.
Oh, this is brutal. Alright, I'll get a CP at the start of your turn, and you're good to go.
Alright, I'm up to 2 CP.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so not
Nothing
too
else
much
to
movement
say.
here as we've
Turn
kind
one
of
in,
seen.
move.
So we did see the Plague Burst Crawlers move down here and put some pot shots onto the knight. I believe it was this front knight right here. Tim did give it the 4-up invuln against ranged attacks. He did, so Will did buff the, I think it was actually the Plague Burst Crawler to be toughness, additional toughness. And then really he just kind of moved stuff to be behind line of sight to avoid as much turn 1 punishment from the Armigers, not the Armigers, the War Dogs as possible. So really, I think for Tim here, he's just going to have to start moving up and getting fire lanes. He's going to have to expose himself at some point to Mortarion and to the Plague Burst Crawlers. There's no real opportunity to not. The thing is that with the movement that the War Dogs have, if you really wanted to, he could go turn 1 into the Poxwalkers very easily. Turn 1, send 1, maybe 2 knights because of the movement that it's got in addition to the amount. But you can see he's actually starting to play the line of sight game as well, only feeding the 1 War Dog down this way so far. Of course, he does have the other 13 to, the other 12 to move. So what we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, he's got 12 more to go. So really, he's just going to spread out. He's going to apply some firepower onto the Poxwalkers, I have a gut feeling, because he can see this unit right here. He's going to try and delete as many as possible with the, I believe that is one of the, I think that's one of the carnivores, actually. So yeah, he's going to get into combat turn 1. Like, that's the trap with Death and Zeal, because it is only 18 inches between the players. Close combat turn 1 is often an eventuality in an army that like Chaos Knights because of how fast they move and how fast they can charge. They've got a massive threat range. So really, again, we're going to see this one move up over this side to apply some firepower down this fire lane. So it's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to happen. We're going to see some stuff, and Tim's just going to move a lot of stuff right now. We can't really tell what strategy the Chaos Knights would have apart from just moving into positions to get fire lanes on units and just shoot at them. That's pretty much what I would be doing if I was playing them. I'd be trying to at least get onto the middle objective as best as possible. Score that objective. Make sure that Will is only scoring 4 points on primary in the next turn for actually sitting on objectives, and that you've set yourself up to score a full 12. Because it's going to be very difficult to kill maybe 1. I dare say if we put a second War Dog on there just to be safe. 2 War Dogs is going to be very hard to kill off a single objective. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see these ones also move down around. Now the vent is a -2 movement penalty. If I can do that a bit better. So it's -2 to movement and charge. When you move across it, it counts as a crater. So he's got to be careful that as he moves, he might even advance to get on this objective as well. But it does open up Mortarion to then come in for some damage and kill 1. But at the same time, it would then expose Mortarion. So it's kind of this game. Dan Newcomb, welcome in. And yes, it is. We've got 13 Chaos Knight War Dogs up against Death Guard at the moment. Very interesting matchup here. So yeah, let's just turn back to Tim as he keeps on going through his movement. Looks like this is shaping up to be a pretty good game, ladies and gentlemen.
Get the back around the corner.
So to get his back, we can go 6 to get his back to here, and then it'll be about another
and then it was
inch-ish,
like another
but we'll see.
2-3 inches to get into me from there. Oh no, because that's getting the back.
That's the back. So then you got 3.5 inches from the back is here. So it's then like a bit over 1.
Yeah,
but we'll see what I roll. It'll either be easy
so it's
or
about
difficult.
a 7 or 8, and then yeah, I'll probably be adding 2 to that.
Sure. He's sitting on an objective anyway, though. He's doing something. Now, what do we want to do here? We don't want to give Mortarion an easy multi-charge, even though that's probably a bit ambitious for him. This guy's on the difficult. He's got 14 base, so he gets a 12. So he can get out to here, which is a fine spot for him. He's going to run in a straight line. Doesn't need to advance. Okay. This guy gets a 10 if he walks over this difficult, so he's going to just touch the building here. So you can see some poxwalkers through the window. Take that back as him over there. And this is this guy here. This gentleman, 12 inches. No need to advance really. So we'll just go straightish line in this direction here. Lots of options to shoot. Now this guy's touching the difficult, so he's going to get 10 inches. 10 inches. He can touch the window over here.
Everything's gonna get killed this turn.
A lot of things. I wouldn't say everything. Okay, so we try and hug this. So if we go 12 inches just to here, then we can definitely see tank shooting through dents, which is a little unfortunate. But if we... So we're going to want to move ourselves 6 inches to here. If we touch this window, we can see that tank as well. So then we've got 6 inches to here. So he'll go to there, get himself under the building footprint so we can see out the window, so we can see tank, marines, tank. This guy is just gonna walk 12 inches, gets his nose here. So he can see just the one tank. And he can't see... pretty sure it's from this point. Yeah, he doesn't go through the dents. Alright, we do need to leave someone on our home objective for point scoring. And you, as we established, your tank does have a line down here, so this guy's going to walk up onto this, so he's within 6 inches of the buddy, giving him the aura, and he can see that tank.
Yep.
Now, did you do something to turn off rerolls against that tank?
You've got to be within range of Mortarion.
Oh, okay. No worries.
So he's toughness 9, and he's -1 damage, -1 to be hit.
Yep. That's gonna not get much through, but we'll take some shots. Okay, so these two gentlemen probably want to come to this side of the buildings, 12 inches. Okay, so this guy just wants to come and sit here to get it. He does want to go as full amount forward. It's not quite within 15 of your Rhino, unfortunately, for his melters. But he's within 18 of the Rhino and everything else, so he gets his extra AP. And then this gentleman, 12 inches, it's gonna end up basically level with his friend. He can stick out, so he can not quite get on the point. He can get to there, which is gonna be... Alright. No psychic phase, onto some guns.
Go for it.
Alright, what are we going to start with? I'll use dice to mark the ones that have shot, just so I don't do any double ups. Let's start nice and easy. This guy can only see that tank, so we'll do him first. He's got an autocannon and a stubber going into it. He's got +1 to hit and -1 from your thing, so he's sitting on 3s.
Go for it.
Let's start with the autocannon first. Number of shots. These are D3s. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 5s with strength 7. 1 wound.
AP 2 goes to AP 1.
Yep.
Nope. Damage 2.
Damage 3 becomes 2. Yeah. And then 4 shots from his stubber. Again, hitting on 3s. They all hit. Winning on 5s with strength 5. Nothing. Oh, 1, sorry. AP 0.
1 and AP 0.
Mhm.
3 up. Go to 9.
1 wound. Yep. Alright, so that's him done. Okay. This is 2 units of Poxwalkers, isn't it?
Yes.
Alright, this guy is going to shoot the closest unit of Poxwalkers with his stubber.
Yep.
And I will mark him up. So, hitting on 3s, 4 shots. Strength 5, so winning on 3s. 2 wounds, AP 0, damage 1.
2 wounds, AP 0.
Mhm.
6s.
Makes
1.
1. Ooh.
Feel no pain. Nope.
Kills 1.
There's 1 go. We're going to pull from the side.
So that is 1 model killed for this guy. I'll put those on the boons to track those.
Yep.
Okay. This guy, he's going to fire his stubber at the tank because he's got nothing else to see. Hitting on 4s because you're -1 to hit. 3 hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing. So is it 1 unit here and then 1 unit here? So,
Kind of, yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
it
guy
says
can only
may
see the
see
1
this
unit?
side. Yep.
So he's just going to dump chain cannon and stubber into them.
Go for it.
So stubber, hitting on 3s. Whoop. Wounding on 3, rerolling 1. 1 wound, AP 0.
Fail it. Make the feel no pain.
Alright, and then chain cannon. Hitting on 3s. Strength, what's the toughness on Poxwalkers?
4.
Okay, so wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 2 is out, and we reroll the 1s. So that is 7 saves at AP 2. So
AP 2 into Poxwalkers, they go straight through.
Yep.
So damage
feel no
1.
pains.
These are
Yep.
6 up feel no pains. Takes 5 casualties. We'll pull from the front.
There's 6 left in that unit.
5
There's
left in
5
the
left.
unit. You kill
Alright.
5, 5 left.
Cool. Next we'll have this guy shoot his same stuff into the same unit.
Yep.
12. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. That is 10 coming straight through to your feel no pains.
Just use those ones.
Go for it.
So this is from which model?
This is from this model here into this unit here.
Oh, they're all dead. Every last one of them is going to die.
Cool.
Make this entire unit's out.
Alright, so this is going to turn on his boon at the end of the phase. So he now can't be hit on anything less than a unmodified 4.
Is Blessing?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Alright, and that is... Oh, I forgot these dice. So that's these 2 gentlemen. Done. Okay. This guy's got more options. This guy here is going to...
2 hours 15 left in the round, gents.
2 is it?
can this guy see this Poxwalker here through the window?
Probably.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool, clean. So he's going to fire his chain cannon stubber into them, and he's going to fire his melter 2 shots. Outside of 15 of everything. Either to the tank or to the rhino. Which I think I'm going to pick up the rhino with a pretty easy charge. We're going to fire them to this tank here.
Mhm.
Okay. So, we'll start there. Easy go. So, -1 to hit the rhino, so hitting on 4s. Not the rhino, sorry, the thing.
Yep.
So both hit. Strength 9, so winning on 4s.
What weapon do you have the strength 9?
The Melter Lance, the
Oh.
Demon Breath Spears.
All the demon recipes are strength 9.
Yes. I only have 2 of them, but yes, they're strength 9. AP 4.
Oh. 5 up invulnerables.
We're not within melter range, so it's...
Make the first one. Oh, that's a fail. Fail one.
Alright, so damage. 3.
3. Goes down to 7.
It was on 9?
Yep.
Oh, because it got -1. Yep. Cool. Now the stubber and the chain cannon into the Hawkswalkers. So the chain cannon first. 12. And these ones are hitting on 3s. And we're wounding on 3s. We're not within our reroll run. So that is 5 saves on those Poxwalkers at AP2, so
This is
just
that front
feel
unit?
no pain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make 3 filler pens. 2
Cool.
die. And who's this coming from?
This is still from this guy.
Yeah, I'll trim from this side.
And the stubber. Only 1 hit from the stubber. Then it does not wound. Okay, so that's him done. So they're not touching the building. So the only thing that can see them now is this guy. And firing a chain cannon into a tank is not great. Yep, so this guy's gonna fire a chain cannon and stubborn into there.
Is into the Rhino?
The Poxwalkers.
Sure.
Alright, chain cannon hitting on 3s. 1 miss. And wounding on 3s. Seven saves. Or 7 feel no pains.
Yep. Need
You've still got
few
8
of
left.
these, I guess.
You make
Make
1,
one.
so 6 casualties. And then 4 stubber shots. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. That's all we need. 3s to wound. Only 1 wound. AP 0,
Alright.
so 6 up,
6 up.
armor, and then 6
And
up feel
6
no
up.
pain. Alright, kills 1 more. It's fine. We can just do a multi-charge. I'm not afraid of one
We're
Poxwalker.
losing Poxwalkers everywhere.
And Poxwalker's leadership,
Morale.
Not great.
So fearless.
they're fearless. Okay,
Yep.
so that ain't gonna happen. Okay, so that's that guy activated as well.
Did you hear Sam in before?
Sorry? What did
Sam
you say?
came in before, he said 2 hours 15.
Sure.
And that was when we had 2 hours. So we've got an extra 15 after the clock.
Okay. To finish the round, remember?
Yeah, we started the clock a little early.
Okay, so this guy now can only see this tank, so he's just going to fire everything down at there.
Yep.
-1/+1, so he's hitting on 3s. I'll just check that he's in range for the stubber, because it's only 36. Is that over your...
Is that over your model?
That's over the edge of my base.
Yeah, that's over me.
Cool. It's just the stubber shots.
Yeah.
The other stuff's 60 inches. Alright, so autocannons.
Yep.
Number of shots. 3, 8. Average. Love it. Hitting on 3s. 5 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. AP 2. So 4 up.
Good to go.
Cool. Stubber. 4 hit. 5s. 1.
I wonder if this one's...
AP 0. So on your 3 up.
Nope.
1 damage.
Takes the 1 damage. Down to 6.
That puts it mid bracket.
Yes, but I'll probably... No, 6 is top of the mid bracket. Top of the top. Bottom.
So how many
of the
wounds
top
does it
bracket.
start with?
12.
So that'll be top of the mid bracket. It's always at the half point it cuts over.
I thought it was the halfway points on the other side. Doesn't matter, keep going with your turn, I'll check.
Yeah.
If it is bracketed, I'll probably be spending CP to
No worries.
act up higher than it needs to.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
Huh, that's weird.
That should be with most brackets. It's you half it, and then you get over
Yeah, so
the
if
other
you're
side.
12, the half is then 3 to 6, or 4 to 6.
Yeah, so you halve it, and then it jumps over 1. That's with like
No.
every data sheet I've got.
Okay, so with nothing in any other faction I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
The same with Mortarian, he halves it, he's 18, so halves at 9, but 9 is top bracket. Got to go to 8 to go bottom bracket.
Right, so we've still got a few things to shoot over here. Oh, this gentleman, he can see the Poxwalker. He's going to fire his stubber at
The
that.
lone Poxwalker,
Yeah.
he has line of sight. Probably an easy one. Yeah, it's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
Be gentle.
Hitting on 3s, 4 shots. They all hit. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, AP 0.
3 wounds, AP 0.
So 3 6-ups, then as many 6-ups as you fail.
6-ups.
Not looking good.
Oh, he's in a lot of trouble. Oh, the Poxwalker that could!
He died. Alright, that's 2 units to bring it down. Okay, so we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 gentlemen left to activate. We're running out of targets. So these characters are all lookout served by this Rhino and possibly those Marines.
It'd be just this bloke for the Marines.
Okay. But we need to pop the Rhino first for all of them, right? Is this guy within 3 of the Rhino?
It should be. That's the way it was drawn up to be, yeah.
So this guy is going to fire chain cannon into these and stubber into those as well, and his melter shots are going into the Rhino.
Yep. So
and it's through dents on
4s?
all of it, so hitting on 4s. And we are, I believe this guy is within, he's within 6, so he gets to reroll 1s to wound. He's within 18 of the Rhino, but not the Marine, so he gets +1 AP on the Rhino. He's not within 15, so no extra damage.
Sure.
So 2 melter shots into the Rhino, hitting on 4s. 1 hits. Strength 9, so winning on a 3, rerolling a 1. Rerolling the 1.
Into another 1?
Yep.
Oh, the Rhino, it lives.
6, 12 chain cannons into some Marines. Hitting on 4s. That's a good roll. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1 with strength 6. So there's 2 1s, we'll reroll those. That is 8 saves.
3s don't wound. Chain cannons, strength 6?
6.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So AP2 becomes AP1, so 4 ups. Failed 3, so kills 1 and a bit. It's really good. And then the stubber into those same Marines.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, 2 hits. Wounding on 4s because it's 5. 1 wound, AP 0, so 3 up.
Oh, come on.
Kills the boy. Okay, and that was this gentleman. It's not gonna happen. This guy's gonna everything into those Marines.
How many chain cannons are you running?
7.
Oh my god.
You sick of them yet?
A little bit. I've almost run out of targets for you to even shoot at.
So chain cannon hitting on 4s. It's a much less good roll. Only 4 hits. Wounding on 3s, not re-rolling anything here because he's too far away. 2 wounds, AP2, so 4 ups.
2 wounds, AP2.
Fail on both.
Make neither
kills
of
a
them.
Marine. And then the stubber hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, AP nothing.
This better not be another dead Marine.
There's only 1.
Under 1.
Alright. And then we have our gentleman with autocannons at the back there. It's the last guy to shoot. He wants to shoot... What toughness is the Rhino?
7.
Alright, he's gonna put the stubber into the Marines and the autocannons into the Rhino.
Yep.
So, we'll do the stubbers first. Hitting on 4s, going through the dents. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
Into the Marine?
Yep, AP 0. They're fine.
Good today.
Autocannon, number of shots into the Rhino. 6.
Okay.
Bit below, that's fine. Hitting on 3s, because -1 from dents, +1 for hitting a vehicle. Hit 4 times. Wounding on 4s, because strength 7 into toughness 7.
Yep.
1 save, AP2, damage 3 on the Rhino.
Nope.
It's just 2 wounds because you got disgusting resilient on everything, right? Or is it not the Rhinos for some reason?
Should be army wide, but I'm out of D20s already. Have you chipped every model in my army?
I haven't even shipped this tank, but just Mortarian in this one.
So where's my next?
You use the
one?
other one
there
for
he
your
is.
CP?
There he is.
I seem to recall for some reason the Rhino's not having it, but
It's weird because they're not Death Guard rhinos per se. They're like Chaos rhinos.
Exactly.
Even though they're in this book, they're not from this book.
This guy got 1 kill.
For rules, he only has Contagions of Nurgle. So I'm going to assume that means he's not stopping this. To 8.
Alright, onto charge phase. This guy's going to charge this rhino.
Something tells me the rhino's not one for the world.
Any interactions?
No, thank you.
6, it should be oodles.
Keeps a range.
Womp. Okay. This guy charging these marines.
I'll spend a CP. I'll reduce your charge by 2.
I'm going to try and recover the CP you just spent. I do not. So my result is reduced by 2. 7.
7 might still be good. Oh god, wait, we did this calculation before.
I'm pretty sure I needed 7.
Was that with the -2?
-2 brings that down to a 5. So that gets us back to there. So it's not going to be an engagement range there.
6, 7, 8, and then how wide's his base?
3.5.
3.5. And he's 4 and a bit away from me?
Yeah, so not,
okay.
not in.
So are you rerolling this?
That's a good question.
You have
Because
2
it's still
CP?
fairly... I have 2 CP.
Okay.
This is the wounds on this guy. He's got 12 remaining.
CP over with mine.
Sure.
So they're on camera.
So we get this. Great. Whatever. Do I need a 7? I need to roll a 9 or higher. And it takes me off the point. No, I'll leave it. So just the 1 fight.
Run me through your stats.
So I can
If
3
you
different.
impress me, I'll pick the rhino up right
5
now.
attack space, +1 on the charge, hitting on 2s. I can sweep for strength 6, AP 4, damage 1, 12 attacks. Or I can strike for AP 5, damage 3, strength 10. Or I can claw for strength 12, AP 4, damage D3 +3. So given that you are toughness 7,
Yeah.
do I have -1 strength from being in contagion range, or is that not a thing yet?
No, not at all. We'll have no rerolls where you are.
That's fine, he doesn't have any rerolls anyway.
Cool.
So we're going to be making... You got a 3-up armor save, no invuln.
Yes.
So Slaughter Claws are going straight through, so just make it Slaughter Claws. 6 Slaughter Claw attacks, hitting on 2s. Miss with 1. Strength 12, so wounding on 3s. That is 5 going straight through at AP 4 at a minimum of 4 damage apiece. Do you explode?
I hope not. Oh,
So
so close.
That is going to turn on this guy's boon though.
Yep.
So he's now going to have a 5-up, feel no pain. So you're going to need to deploy some units, roll for deaths, and then I need to consolidate.
Is it deaths first?
No, you place, then deaths.
Sure. And I've got to be outside engagement range.
Yes.
Alright.
You're going to be wholly within 3, so that guy's out.
Okay, we're gonna have to string the rest around here. Yeah. We have to string them all around the back like this. Hmm. 2 inches, yeah?
2 inches, and it has to be within of 2 models because you have more than 5.
You're 100% sure I'm putting the models down first?
Please feel free to check with the TO. I don't want to be responsible for any wrong calls on that.
Yeah, it might be worth checking, because I don't want to lose this guy and then roll and lose another guy anyway. I just want to double check if we will be losing models before or after they hop out. Here he returns. Am I losing models from transport before they hop out or after they hop out?
After you disembark them, then you roll your dice.
Okay.
That's
So
how you should be doing it.
he can't fit, and then we'll roll the 9.
So then you have to roll for 9, not 10.
Yep. And it's one's die.
One's die. Can't complain.
Not really, no. Alright. That's not something you want to hit. That's on the floor. Alright, the one guy drops out. It is a melter gun that we're losing. And the rhino will dissipate. What are you doing for your pile-ins, consolidates, heroics?
I don't want to touch your guys. You deploy them just outside. So if I move, I would enter
I
engagement.
can't deploy them inside?
Yeah, you couldn't deploy them inside, but you deploy just outside, and I have to end my consolidate closer to the nearest enemy unit. So if I
you just
move
not-
at all,
yeah,
I will
yeah,
be in your engagement range.
That's what I thought.
So I'll just stay put because I don't want to invite a full round of retaliation.
No, I don't think you live that.
I think there's a very good chance I'd live that, but it's a lot of free
reckon?
damage for you. It's more than the being engaged is worth to me. So onto the morale phase.
Wait,
These
hang on.
gentlemen.
You get to fight last. I can hit
Okay.
you with my rhino.
Make some attacks with your
I'm gonna
rhino.
hit you with my rhino.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
sucks.
Alright, keep going.
Alright, so now we're in the morale phase, because I have
Yep.
nothing else to do in the fight. Oh, actually, that's not true. This is a Herpatrax model, and I've got CP to burn.
So what does this mean?
I'm just going to look up the stratagem quickly. Where's my box? So I don't use this one very often, but at the end of the fight phase, it's, I think within 6 inches of a Herpatrax model, I can get a smite on each thing, basically.
A smite on each thing.
A bad smite. Warping Presence. At the end of the fight phase, select one House Herpatrax model from my army. Roll 1d6 for each enemy unit within 6 inches. On a 2 to 5, they suffer a mortal. On a 6, they suffer d3.
That's an incredible amount of mortal wound.
Well, it's going to be getting this blob here, that blob there,
And the characters.
that character, not that character. We're going to do that.
An incredible amount of mortal wounds. How many CP is that?
1.
What? That's not cool.
Okay, so the very wounded Plague Marines at the back does 1 mortal wound.
There you go.
So that'll kill that injured guy. On the other Marines, we roll a 6, so it'll be d3. 3 mortal wounds.
Come on, dude.
I'm sorry, friend. I came here to kill things. On your front caster character, they suffer 1 mortal wound. And on the other character, they suffer 1 mortal wound. And 6 inches, I think that gets Mortarion and the Terminators in there as well. But feel free to check
Keep
that
going.
range.
Yeah, and I keep rolling dice.
Alright, so Mortarion, he does not suffer any. The Blight Lords, they suffer 1.
Yep.
Now onto the morale phase. So these guys have lost 4, and they have a -1 leadership from this.
Beautiful. So 9 goes to 8.
Is that the sergeant that's left?
Yeah.
Cool.
Little power fist.
He's
Good to
dead.
go. Oh, no, it's the opposite.
Yep.
You want low numbers on this one.
Yeah. These Marines have lost 2. Yep, because 1 from the mortals, 1 from getting out of the tank.
Yes.
So -1 brings them to an 8. So on a 6, they're still fine.
Yep. That's everybody.
Yep. Nothing else in the morale phase for me. End of turn scoring. So we're within 12 of that one. We're within 12 of that objective as well. So I'm going to get 4 points for Ruthless Tyranny.
Yep.
I'm going to get 3 points for Grind Them Down. I took a point. I didn't kill anyone on a point because you only had the one guy on an objective.
Yep.
Cunning, sir. Cunning.
Yeah, that was on purpose. Oh, if you come in to end the game, oh please, free me from my shackles.
And at the start of round 2, you will get 4 points for holding 1 objective.
Yep. Ah! This is absurd.
And we both get a CP.
Yep.
And I'm going to activate Geist
I will
Storm.
gain an additional CP.
So what this means is whenever you have someone within 12 inches of one of my models, when you elect to shoot, you make a dread test. That's roll 2d6. If you exceed your modified leadership score, you fail. And if you fail there, you have to shoot the closest target.
Okay.
And in the charge phase, you do the same thing, but instead, if you fail, you halve your charge.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so I've got the updated scores for you for both gentlemen here. We'll update their CP count. Will is currently on 3 CP, and Tim is currently on 2. So, pretty big turn there for both of them. Will did not manage to score on his points, didn't get anything on the primary, but he did manage to score 3 points on Spread the Sickness by doing it on his home objective. Nothing on Warp Ritual or Bring It Down at this stage, leaving him at 3 points. Then, for Tim, though, he had a relatively big turn. He was able to achieve 2 points on primary.
Shocking if it doesn't.
He was able to get no points in Assassination, but 4 points on Ruthless Tyranny, and also 3 points on Grind Them Down to result in a massive 9 points for the first turn. So, really a good start. A 6-point lead from Tim so far. So, going into where we're at currently, you can see that Rhino died and Will lost a couple of those Plague Marines. And all the Poxwalkers died. All of them. Absolutely all of them. Dead. So there's 3 units already dead. A bunch of wounds were put onto the first Plague Burst Crawler here and Mortarion. Now the Blight Lord Terminators are sitting in behind here as well. That was a great use of the stratagem from Tim, doing that mini smite ability with House Herpetrax. I really did appreciate the use of CP there. Now, he did make this comment that he didn't want to give Mortarion an easy multi-charge because Mortarion is able to kill multiple ones pretty easily. And yeah, Junos, you're 100% correct that it is one of the more common builds we're starting to see. War Dogs are one of the most desired kits from Games Workshop at the moment, and they do run out of stock quite quickly. Same with Armigers. So, because they can be obscured, they get more benefit from Herpetrax's extra wounds. However, it still means that they're 14 wounds, only giving up 2 victory points per one. So right now, we're starting to see Will push forward with the Plague Marines and 2 characters. I'm not sure if the characters are going to be there next turn. By the top of turn 3, I'm not sure if they're going to be there. But right now, you can see Will starting to push this way as well, trying to engage some of the War Dogs on the top left-hand flank as well, trying to put some pressure, trying to get some points on the board. It's going to be really difficult as he's only got 4 points for holding his backfield objective. So at this point, there's still 13 War Dogs on the table and a lot of things starting to die for Will, so he's got to really start converting some stuff here. As you can see, the Blight Lords are coming out. Now, the Blight Lords will be a great tool to be able to deal with this first War Dog with the Lord of Contagion going in as well. So I really rate that as a combo. Maybe even trying to get Mortarion into here and then combo charging into here with these 2. His base would be wide enough to touch both. It just depends on his movement and how far he would get with that charge. Now, pushing both of them this way, I think a little bit of a misplay because it opens up this fire lane that Tim will now be able to move freely without much reprisal for these 4 to 5, 6, 7 potential War Dogs on that flank. Whereas there's going to be a lot of anti-tank fire trying to deal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 War Dogs on this flank. Like, I think splitting your anti-tank resources to control both fire lanes horizontally would have been a better play, in my opinion. For what you're doing here. Sure, it would have split your fire, but it means that you would have had stuff down both fire lanes to be able to deal with stuff. But I reckon Will's about to go to his psychic phase, so let's turn over to him.
But actually go other directions if he needs to.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So it goes off on a 6.
Yep.
So that's
We're
1
taking our
psychic
score
ritual.
sheet. When it comes back, I'll mark it off.
And he cannot do any other spells, right?
Correct.
Is he ritual?
Unless you've got a stratagem that lets you do that. It's instead of casting, not as a cast.
So, Mortarion will do his spells. Miasma of Pestilence goes off on a 9. So, -1 to be hit. He'll target himself.
That's shooting and fighting?
Shooting and melee.
Yep.
Cool. He will do Smite. Goes off.
Oh, is anyone spreading the sickness this turn?
No,
you're not.
nobody can. Well, nobody can
So
if I don't want to give up fighting.
Yep.
So Smite will go off, and it'll do 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds to this gentleman.
Yep.
Yep.
And then his last spell.
12 remaining.
You know what? No, it's just not worth perils. It's I roll dice equal to the number of models in a unit, and everything. Oh, out of 6, you take a mortal.
Yeah. 1/6 of a mortal.
Yeah, no.
Probably roughly equivalent to the chances of perils-ing yourself.
It's a 2 in 36 to perils.
Yeah, 1 in 18, and it does an average of 2. So 2 18ths. It's 1 in 9.
not
So it's
worth it.
slightly less than the 1 in 6 chance. Of...
Still not worth it. So let's do the shooting phase. He's gonna shoot into your vehicle.
Sorry,
D6 shots.
how much is shooting?
This guy here. Shoot into this vehicle.
What's he shooting though? What's the
The
profile?
flamer. Strength 7, AP 3, damage 2.
How many other... You got these things? Yeah, that's fine. So,
So
3
3
shots.
shots.
So strength 7, so winning on 4s.
Oh,
Rough, bud.
it's alright. 3's wound. Your toughness 6.
Oh, because of the...
Contagion.
And that is active now?
That's every model has a 4-inch, a 3-inch.
So that was
contagion
that
now.
1 3? 2 3s. Okay.
2 3s, 1 2. I'll let you.
So AP,
AP 3.
3.
AP 4.
Doesn't matter. We're on the 5-up involved.
Sure.
Gonna make 1, fail 1.
2 damage.
So he's got a 5-up, feel no pain. He's gonna fail both of those. He's got 12 wounds remaining.
Mortarion will fire the lantern over here if it's in range, 12 inches.
Yeah,
Yep.
easy.
Mwah.
No.
He gave himself full rerolls. Yes. 3s. Yes.
So it's 3
AP
models?
3 damage.
Oh, AP 3 is 3 damage. So 5-up involved. 3 damage.
Takes 3 damage.
Alright.
The tanks will fire next. The tanks will go into that war dog,
Which one?
the
This
one that we just hurt. So first tank.
So I'm gonna spend a CP to give him the 4-up involved.
Yep. So number of shots from the mortar, 4 shots. Dropping the 2s. 1 wound.
1 wound on the 4-up. Takes the 3.
2 damage.
2 damage? Alright, you didn't pay this time.
No, I did not. 2 lasers. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
2
2
saves.
saves. And some stubbers because now I'm... Oh my goodness.
3 hits. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Is this an AP 0 or 1?
AP 1.
Alright, so 4-up still. Makes it. And then the other tank?
Second tank. Yeah, we'll do same targets. You don't have a way to bracket up, do you?
Only on the Nurgle dog.
Lasers. 2
Okay.
hits. 2 wounds. No saves.
They 2 damage each?
The lasers.
Or they more?
D3 plus 3. It's a Darklands.
That's fine.
First one will do 5
5.
damage. Second one will do 4 damage.
9.
For 9.
Kills him.
He has nothing within
Does
wall
not
range?
explode. He has at least 4.
Okay.
There's a 6-inch range on the
Oh,
explosions.
sure. Alright, the mortar will go nowhere because the target is dead.
Yep. That was...
All of their little
Their
hand
pistol little
weapons?
hand flamers or
Yeah. It's gonna be winning you on 6s, but I'm
is
gonna...
it strength 3.
Yep.
It's a good number of shots though.
It's a great number of shots. So, looking for 6s, rerolling 1s. We're actually just gonna have to get Scott to come in here with a shovel to pick up all these dice.
5. Not bad. AP on these.
1 because of Ferric Blight.
So on 4s. These
Make
fine.
everything?
They're only 1 damage each, right? You still
Yeah.
got the 5-up
Hey,
feeling
look,
to pay.
I didn't expect a wound with that many, let alone force you to roll for that many. Guns here. We'll do the 2 melter guns are dead already. We'll do the Blight launchers.
What's this into? Just the guy in front of
the guy
him?
in front of them. 4 hits.
1 wound? What's the strength on these?
6, and your T6.
So, and AP?
AP 2,
So
damage 2.
5 up. Takes 2 damage.
And we are good to charge and fight and punch. So,
Who's
Which
first?
charges here into here?
Dread test.
What's this?
So if you fail your dread test,
It doesn't
you...
matter. You can't.
Oh,
reduce
right.
my
Okay,
charges.
never mind.
Over on the objective.
Yep.
Next go.
These are the Marines.
Yep. Yeah, we'll jump into him. As many on the vent as possible. This unit into
Yep.
that. 4 should be pretty easy. Everyone will touch. And I'll go base to base touching you.
Okay.
Mortarion. Don't screw up now, Mortarion. Oh, 6?
Probably enough. It's just into this guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You're within
Okay, yeah,
6.
just run and base him. I mean, as far to the next dog as possible, but
Well, that's 6 inches.
it's pretty much very little maneuverability.
Yep.
Captain. He's very easily in.
Yep.
And Death Shroud. They're very easily in.
Okay.
So Death Shroud is going to go over to this side. It means nobody here is targetable for any reason. They have Bodyguard.
Okay. It just means they look absurd.
Yeah, they changed that because of Tau, yeah?
Because of all sorts of things. Bodyguard wasn't that rule.
Well, I know
from the start.
Tyranids still get.
But yeah, I
proper
can still
Bodyguard.
shoot you if I'm the closest to you, basically.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It just means you don't need to have at least 3 models to do that.
But Tyranids ignore that, right? Tyranids.
If you're closest to the Tyranid, you can still shoot it. It's just
Oh, no,
it's
Tyranid
play
1.
sensitively.
Tyranid 1 works for.
Alright, now I'm going to need you to run me
models.
through damage profiles on your weapons, because I have a
Yep.
reduced incoming damage by 1 stratagem, which I'm
So-
almost certainly popping somewhere.
Yep. So, D3 plus 3 with
Yeah,
AP4.
I'm not doing it here.
2 lots of AP3 damage D6. 2 lots of AP2. AP3 damage 2. 2 lots of AP2 damage 3.
Okay.
1 lot of AP4 damage 2.
Okay.
And the rest is all knives. These are AP4 damage 2. Here's AP4 damage 3. And this is a mirror of this, but with 1 of each of the guys instead of 2 of each.
And what's the flesh mower?
AP2 damage 2.
And what's the strength on these things?
They're all going to be above strength 6.
Alright. I'm gonna
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm gonna pop my CP on this guy. I'm just gonna get that out of the way now.
Yep.
So he's got -1 to incoming damage.
Sure. Can you?
I have no interrupts,
Yep.
so go ham.
Well, I mean, these two couldn't interrupt anyway, because of this guy.
Sure.
Yeah, let's just start doing it, I guess. I'll start with Mortarion, because he's always the nice.
So
Big
7
morale
attacks, hitting on
boost.
2s with
Or he's the morale
rerolls.
crusher when he fails. Alright,
Reroll
reroll.
3 of these.
Yeah.
Cool.
Beautiful.
It's fine. Wounding on 2s, I presume.
Yeah. Strength 16. Toughness
Yeah,
6.
easy. Do you get to reroll wounds as well?
Yep, because it's plague weapon. There you go. These are
They all go
AP4.
straight through. Does he explode?
It's minimum, yeah, infinite.
Does not explode. We
Whoa.
were expecting that.
He really kills an armager, hey.
Yeah, we don't get invulns in
Over
melee,
here?
so it's just like...
Yeah. So, over here we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the flesh mower. So,
Hitting on 3s?
this is strength 6, goes to strength 7,
Goes
goes
to
to
strength
strength
6.
6, and
So-
your toughness 6.
So wounding on 4s.
So 3s and 4s.
It's a lot of 3s. Good job.
Good.
It's above average so
He
far.
keeps rolling 1s
Roll all
and
those 3s again, please.
2s. No, these are all 4s and up.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. I'll take that. AP2, damage
So-
2.
5 ups. I'm gonna make 3 of them, take 8.
Beautiful. I'll do that marine unit next. So same order we've always done. It's going to be plague cleavers. Drop those. 1 wound, AP3. Then the
So-
maces.
6 up.
Yeah, you have to keep going because if he just dies.
Takes, is that 1?
Yeah, it's
So-
D6.
Oh, D6?
4 damage.
Okay. Got 2
The
left.
maces. These will be AP1. Damage 3.
What's the strength on these?
+2 on 5, 7, 6. 4s.
4s, so just 1. And AP 2, you said?
AP 1.
AP 1, so
damage
4 up.
3.
Makes it.
Cool. The flail.
So you're hitting on 3s with this still?
Yep.
And this is.
Oh.
And knives, is it?
No, we got power fist on the sergeant.
So is this -1 to hit?
Yep.
So nothing. Rough.
How many wounds is he?
He's got 2 left.
Oh, come on. We'll do the plague knives. It's only 2. It's only 1. Yeah, because
You rolled 4 different heavy weapons.
Small unit.
So hitting on 3s? Oofed.
Nope. Alright, we are not going to get to kill this knight. It is worst case scenario.
So that's not going to win either, is it? Strength
no,
is going to be less than 6, I would assume, on a knife.
No, you're good to go. I am thinking though, because I believe... no. Oh, I'm trying to remember if I have a way to do mortal wounds after this. I don't think so. That's really fucked up. We... -1 strength was a crucial number almost
yes,
everywhere.
it was.
It was almost everywhere. It came perfect.
If it makes you feel any better, this is the first game where it's come up.
Well, it's big this game. We'll crunch your knight there.
Yeah, I imagine so.
This guy should pop. This
I would be
unit-
shocked if he
This
doesn't.
unit gets full rerolls from Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit.
Full rerolls?
plagues.
Not just reroll
reroll
ones?
ones.
Okay.
Full rerolls wasn't overstated.
This is the flail, is it?
Always cleavers first.
Always cleavers. Okay.
Unless it actually matters the order. But when it's
So this
single
is
target,
on-
it's always just...
Now, this guy
plague
doesn't have the aura,
Yep.
so is he winning on 3s?
Yes.
Yep.
It is strength times 2, so strength 8,
Yep.
and your toughness 6.
Yep. And
So
what's the
AP
AP?
4
So it
because
goes
of
straight through.
Ferric Blight. D6 damage each.
He's dead.
There you go.
You got him.
Oh, what a
Doesn't
waste
blow
of attacks.
Nope.
And I'm
You
confident
can
in
consolidate if you'd like.
their
though.
abilities to mow things through. Is there a point consolidating? Yeah, I'll consolidate towards this knight. And
Well, they have to. Each model has to end closer to the closest model.
oh, well, then screw it. I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
Okay, we will bother actually. So these guys is going to move a little closer to the guy they're closer to. These guys are going to move a little closer to the other guy, so that some of them are now in cover.
Sure. So you got 3 in cover.
Yep.
And then we've
Over
got
here?
some things here. This
Alright.
guy has the -1 to incoming damage.
Yep. So we'll start with guys on the ground. That's
Blight
all of
Lords?
them. Yeah, we'll start with the Blight Lords. You knew what I meant. So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s from the Lord.
Yep.
Love it.
Strength.
Strength is +3. Their strength 4 is
So 8.
7.
So they're going to be winning on 3s.
Yep.
Because they have
And
my
rerolling
-1.
1s from Plague Weapon. Yeah, Plague Weapon.
Few
These
2s.
are AP 4, damage 2.
Okay, so these all go straight through. Damage 1, and then I'm making 5 up, feel no pain. So I make 2, fail, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to 10, he's got 4 wounds remaining.
Sure. Oh,
Can your
if you're
character
-1
do it?
damage, I probably should have done the other profile. The other profile is just triple E attacks.
Oh, but less AP
That's
as
it.
well, right?
No, AP 3.
Well, then I get to make 6 ups.
Do you wanna... No, AP 3 becomes AP 4. Because of the Ferric Blight. That's just my bad.
Alright, so a character, can he finish off the 4 wounds?
6 attacks, hitting on 2s. And
Winning
winning on 3s. Rerolling for Plague. Nope. Alright, these are AP 3 becomes AP 4.
He gives his
And their
own.
damage 3 becomes damage 2.
Okay, so
How many wounds do you have left?
I have 4, and I'm making 6, 5 up, feel no pains.
On average, you don't live.
But I have 1 remaining.
Alright, so
Sorry,
I'm starting to
friend.
get the gist of this, and it's that you're going to make just enough saves and feel no pains to survive everywhere on so little wounds. That is the worst.
That was always my plan. I did pick where to use the stratagem after doing the math.
I should have just done sweep, man. Would have killed him.
Now I had some crackbacks with some bottom bracket carnivores, which both have multiple targets to sink things into.
Alright, good luck.
Okay,
Give me some
so
of these dice. I don't know how
I
I
get
keep
to make
avoiding them.
6 attacks. How much are the wounds on a Blight Lord?
Blight Lords are 3 wounds each.
And-
4 if you count reduced damage by 1. There's so many
Right.
dice down here, Scott.
That's a profile of the character.
Character is toughness 5, 6 wounds, 2 up, 4 up. Alright, I got all the dice from under the table. And I
Really
didn't
like to
screw up
put
any of
that
the
character
cameras.
down. Yeah, we're just going to pump everything into the character because we're only hitting on 4s with our bottom bracket. Hitting on 4s. Alright, that is 3 hits, average. Wounding on 2s with strength 12. That is 3 saves for you, sir, on your invuln with AP 4.
Alright. Cool.
And it's D3 plus 3 each.
Did you give yourself a bonus for charging?
The bonus takes me up to -4 AP.
You
And I did my extra attack as well.
Okay, you don't get bonuses for charging.
I didn't charge, I got charged. Still happens.
Sure, okay, yeah.
That's
Alright.
fine. Goes through.
Hang on,
No,
hang
sorry.
on. I mean, that was a 1, right? How much damage is it?
D3 plus 3.
I'll spend a CP.
I'll try and recover that. I do not recover it.
I'll reroll the 2.
The damage,
Plus 3.
big 6 becomes 5.
So he's on 1 wound.
Yep, your last save.
It's gotta be a 4 up.
He did.
I'm a little gobsmacked that both of these guys lived.
Alright, over
I have
here.
an absurd output.
So the Flesh Mower is T6, is it?
T7.
T7. And the Marines are T5. They've both got 3 up armor saves.
Yes.
And no invulns on anything.
Invuln demonic save
On the
for
Flesh
the
Mower.
flesh maw.
Alright, we're gonna pump 6 strike attacks into the Marines.
6 strike attacks.
So this is with the sword strike, so it's flat damage 3, strength 10, AP 5.
AP 5.
On the when you charge him, yeah. So we're
How many
hitting
attacks?
on 4s, and then we're wounding on 2s.
1 hour 30 left, guys.
Thanks, mate. And you get maximum attack still, even though you're wounded?
Yep, I lose skill, so I'm at a 4 up instead of a 2.
Sure.
So 3 hits,
Yep.
wounding on 2s, 3 dead guys.
Sure.
And that will turn on his boon. So he also gives negative toughness.
Sure. Juice you. 3 dead guys?
Yep. Well, it's flat 3 damage, so the -1 brings it to 2, which is perfect for killing Marines.
I think it's
some
playable if my character's alive, my 5 guys are here, and both of these war dogs didn't live on 2 wounds.
Yeah.
I think it would be playable.
Yeah. Morale. These guys have lost 3, and they're in a -1 aura. Don't roll big. They're fine. End of turn scoring. You killed things and you took a point, so you get 3 points for the mission.
Yep.
You didn't spread this turn. We got your warp ritual. Bring it down happens at the end. All right. Start of my turn 2. I
I
control.
will gain no CP.
Alrighty,
Well, you
ladies
get
and
the
gentlemen,
one.
so let's have a look at the board state here. So Will was definitely on a warpath there, trying to do as much damage as he could. He did get these 2 War Dog Carnivores down a decent amount, but didn't manage to kill them. That House Herpetrax with those extra 2 wounds coming in clutch for both of them, really meaning that they're going to be able to do some damage in response. But what it does leave is Will's units that are in combat stuck in combat. It means that they're going to be sitting ducks to have additional war dogs come in for countercharge. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Mortarion potentially get taken out this turn by 1, if not 2 war dogs. As you can see, Tim is just measuring that war dog that we've just marked, as it is quite exposed. But being able to, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 war dogs left after killing 3, because there was 1 here, Mortarion killed 1, and there was another one somewhere here, because there's 4, 3, and 3. Yeah, there's got to be, taking 3 out's pretty decent in a single turn. I really think Will would have wanted to take out at least another 2 as well, the 2 that were in combat, but that's just unfortunate as well. Just give me a sec, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, chat. I'm back. Sorry about that. And so, you know, you're looking at the fire lanes down here as well. Being able to, yes, kill a knight out there, but eventually they're going to get whittled down to a decent extent. You've also then got, you know, there's not much left in combat. You've got the Brick of Death Guard right here, but then the one that was wounded has fallen back out of this combat, and I dare say a fresh one's about to go in multi-charge and deal with the stuff. Or it's going to charge there, consolidate in there, and it's going to take minimal damage in response. So, at this point, I think that that Tim's going to play a little defensive with Mortarion. Maybe he might try and shoot a lot of damage at him and try and knock him down before going into combat, like get him down to his half bracket. We'll see what happens there, but it's at this point that it's really interesting when it comes to things like Warp Ritual or Assassination, where it's like once characters are out and doing things, the more characters that are left alive to do Warp Ritual, the less points that Tim's going to get on Assassinate, for example. So I will note that Tim will potentially grind them down this turn. Even though he did lose 3 knights, there's a couple of units that are damaged. So, of course, you've got the 2 Death Guard Plague Marines up there, and then also the Plague Fetid Bloat Drone. I believe the Lord actually got taken out here by the Carnivore in response. So there's already 1 for Tim. He just needs to kill 2 more. And as you can see, maybe 1, if not 2 War Dogs going into Mortarion to deal with it, and then just going from there. But yeah, we'll see what Tim's doing and how he's thinking, and we'll go from there, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying this top table coverage from the last game of the No Retreat GT here in Canberra, ladies and gentlemen. It's awesome to have you with us.
Anyway, not much point. There is with this guy. So his 12 inches gets him here, which gets him within.
They're all magnetized.
6. The guns are, yeah. Okay. This guy. I don't really want to give you super juicy multi-charges if this fails. And this guy's already can see. He's gonna.
How many of your knights have in combat invulns? Is it just the 1?
Yeah, just the 1. And he's only got a 6-up invuln. That's why it's scary.
Well, I mean, he lived, so.
This guy is going to keep on this point. He's going to pivot out a little so he gets a better line to see Mortarion, and he can see a Flesh Mower. Okay, so now we've still got these 3 knights to move. Someone has to come onto this objective. It's probably at least this guy. That's 12 inches, so you can snake around there. So he's going to just touch this terrain. This guy's going to just come on the edge here in case we need to charge them as well. And this gentleman, if we go over the difficult ground, we get 10 inches, which will get us to like here, which will be not within 15 anyway. Just gonna move these reminder cards up here so I don't have them in the way. This guy's got oodles of movement to come and touch this building here. So we can see in a lot of directions. Alright. Guns. Guns. This is not how I wanted to face Mortarion, but it'll be fine. We start with this guy. He's going to fire his melters into Mortarion. He's going to fire his chain cannon and stubber into these marines. So melters into Mortarion. We're at -1 to hit, so we're hitting on 4s. Both hit. We're strength 9, so we're wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Yep. So you did your -1 to be hit, the hit roll, sorry?
Yep. I hit on 4s. So reroll the 1 for being next to the friend with the aura.
No rerolls.
No rerolls? Yep. Okay. Just 1 wound, AP 5.
Vulnerable. Yep.
Alright. And let's Move these ones over here because it's this guy that has them. Okay, chain cannon into some Marines. 6, 12. I'm chewing through the time. Hitting on 3s. That's a poorly result. Strength 6 into toughness 4, so wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 4 saves at AP 3.
Into Mortarion.
Into the
Oh,
Marines.
4 saves AP 3.
Yep.
So starting on the building, we have AP 2 becomes AP 1.
So they're saving on
We
4s.
have 4 up saves. I think Mortarion's going to live if all I'm going to make is 4 ups for the rest of the day.
Alright, and then the stubbers into those same guys. 3 hits, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 3 saves at AP 1 becomes AP 0. So on the ones in cover, they get 2 ups. So 1 wound on one of the covered gentlemen's. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to move this guy. He was meant to fall back.
Sure. Where do you want to fall back?
He's just going to fall back onto this objective. Just way up this side. Alright. He can't shoot because he's fallen back. Give him a die. Give a die to this one as well. Okay. So one of the guys in... Oh, he was wounded in cover?
Yeah,
was
we
he?
had a wound guy.
Okay, so there's now 3 of them in cover still?
How many do we... Was it 4?
Because you were
3 or
rolling
4?
cover saves.
Okay, well then...
If you had a wounded guy not in cover, you wouldn't have been allowed
he
to
would
take
have
cover
taken
saves.
the first damage and
The first one from a 3, so then we'd have 1 damage on a guy in
Yeah,
cover.
so there's 1 damage on a guy in cover.
Okay,
Not that guy that breaks.
sure. Alright, this thing here is going to shoot this flesh mower with its autocannons. It's going to shoot the Marines in front of it with its stubber.
Yep.
So, number of shots from the autocannons. 3, 7, 8. We're hitting on 2s because it's a vehicle.
Yep.
7 hits, strength 7, so wounding on 3s.
T7.
T7 on the flesh mower?
Yeah.
Okay, so winning on 4s. So that is 1 save at AP2.
AP2 becomes AP1 and
So
you're
4 up.
touching the... Oh, it
It's,
doesn't matter
it's
if you
light
touch the
cover,
cover.
but it's a vehicle, so you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
get light.
vehicles don't get light cover.
Fine. And then the stubber into the Marines. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Nothing. Okay.
You have a strength 5 stubber.
Yeah.
Nice.
Heavy stubbers are all strength 5. That was a real whiff. Okay. That's fine. We can get that there. This guy is going to fire autocannons into Mortarion, stubbers into the Marines.
Okay.
No, stubbers into the Death Shroud.
Sure.
Alright, so number of autocannon shots. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. We're at +1 and -1, so we're hitting on 3s. And we're wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. No rerolls because of your thing. So just 5s. Just 1 save on Mortarion.
4 up? No. 3 up. No, 4 up. Oh, it's a 5 anyway.
It's fine. Into the Death Shroud. Hitting on 3s. No. Hitting on 4s because of your dense cover. Wounding on 4s for toughness 5, I presume?
Yep.
So 2 saves, AP nothing.
AP nothing is 2 ups. Make it both.
Alright. It's him done as well. And Mortarion's got 17 wounds left. This is...
Yeah. Do you want to move that over? Sure. Thank you.
He's got multiple choices for where he needs to heroic to, so we could just abandon ship. So he's done. He's done. Shoot. Okay. This guy stubbers into these guys auto cannons into the flesh mower.
Yep.
So Stubbers here hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s because those guys are toughness 4 from my aura. 2 saves at AP nothing.
It's my job. 2
So-
saves AP nothing.
Yeah, so 2 up on the guy in cover.
building. 2 up.
He's dead. And you still got 2 more in the belly, so you can keep going on 2 ups if you want.
Kind of don't really want to sack a guy this early. How many more guns do you have that can target the guys in there?
1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all chain cannons and stubbers.
I like my odds at saving chain cannons in buildings, so I will reroll a save.
Okay,
Loves it.
and then you got your second save to make as well. Okay. No worries. And then the number of autocannon shots into the flesh mower. 3, 6, 10. Here we go. Hitting on 3s because we're +1 and -1 because of your dents.
Yep.
All get in. Wounding on 4s. Oof. That's pretty good. 6 saves, AP2.
It's as good as you want it. AP2 becomes AP1. AP1 gives me a 4-up. We fail 1. Take 2 damage.
Yep. Pretty good.
As much as I can ask for. 7 wounds remaining.
Alright. This guy is going to fire everything into the 2 Marines there.
Yeah. Go for it. So
Stubber.
4s.
Hitting on 3s, everything hits.
Is it not 4s
Wounding on
for
4s.
vents?
He's not touching that dents. I don't remember what I rolled. Do you want me to just start over or?
I don't mind. It's your call.
Yeah, let's just start over. It's
Okay.
the easiest way. So hitting on 4s. So 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. Nothing.
Okay.
Chain cannon.
Same target?
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
12 hitting on 4s. This may have been a mistake. Wounding on 3s. 4 saves, AP2, so on
4 saves, AP0.
on 3 ups.
Oh,
Kills 1 guy.
come on! We'll leave the sergeant with the power fist and we'll lose the cleaver.
Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3 left to go. Alright, this guy full payload into these Marines.
Yep.
8, 12. Chain cannon, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Yeah, 7 saves, AP2.
Into guys in the middle.
Yep, so you've got 1 guy in cover that's already got a wound, so he'll be on a 3 up.
AP2.
Yep,
Goes to AP1.
yep,
Goes to AP0.
yep, so 3 up.
It is a 3-up.
He's dead. You've got 2 more in cover though, so you can still roll 4 dice at a time if you want. Alright, we just killed the injured guy.
That is my
And-
Plague Spewer. He has the least
Double
purpose.
hitting on 3s, everything hits. Wounding on 3s because these guys are reduced. We're re-rolling our 1s. 2 wounds at AP 0 on your guys. So 2 ups on the guys in cover if you want. Fine. Alright, this guy's doing the same thing. 6, 12. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. 6 more saves at AP2.
6 more at AP2.
Mm-hmm.
So these are 3-ups.
The first 4 can be, and then you gotta see.
Cool.
Alright. These guys in cover are just unshiftable. And then stubber, everything hits. 3 wounds, AP nothing.
3 wounds, AP nothing. 2-ups.
1 wound on a guy,
2-up.
loving it. And then we got 1 more guy doing the same thing. And that's it for the shooting. 6, 10, 12.
We'll leave the sergeant, we'll lose that guy.
Hitting on 3s. wounding on 3s, no rerolls from this one. 6 more saves at AP2.
6 more 3-ups.
Well, you gotta, yeah. That kills one guy, you got one gentleman left in cover.
I think... I think I need him alive, so I'll take 4-ups outside cover.
Okay. One gets through, kills a guy. Alright, and then the stubber. In on 3s. Winning on 3s. 2 saves, AP nothing.
Sorry.
2 saves, AP nothing on these gentlemen?
Maybe nothing?
Yep.
So 3-ups. 3-ups.
Good. Alright, charge phase. Fell back, he fell back. This guy's gonna charge these Marines.
Yep. Ooh,
Huge.
Yeah, okay, send it.
I think he wants to go. This guy wants to charge these Marines.
Mm-hmm.
So we're within 8 comfortably, outside of 7, so we can just go 7 inches, nose to there. This guy wants to charge a flash mower.
Sure.
Just gonna,
You can't fail it.
we're gonna. We've rolled the 2, so we can get in, and we'll pile in to touch the cover when we get there. You
Pile in to touch him?
not to him, to you touch the cover, so you won't. I'll get the dense benefits. You do have 2 CP to interrupt, so we're gonna activate against the flash mower first over there. This
Do you have any other charges?
No. This guy fell back. This guy doesn't have weapons. If you want to heroically intervene into something,
Yeah, I'll jump into your guy just there.
so it's just outside of
that's off
3
the
was the
point.
intention.
Oh, you own that point anyway, don't you?
Yes.
Alright, I'll jump onto him.
So you were spending a CP to do the 6-inch.
Oh, is that outside 3?
My intention was to just touch the cover and be outside of 3. I think
Alright.
that is just.
Yeah, I'll have to run him in then.
I'm gonna try and recover that.
Interrupts. I don't think I'm doing anything by interrupting. Go for it.
Alright. I do recover that. Got
So-
2 CP. So you want to just straight line it in? Or do you want to get your 6
we'll
inches?
go as close to this guy as possible
Okay, so-
without touching him. He has a melee weapon?
No.
Oh, we'll touch them both.
You can't. Not with 6. That's 6.
Okay,
And you're
sure.
an inch and a half away there.
Alright, that's fine.
But yeah, you're gonna murder this guy for free because I.
So you're fighting first here.
Well, you don't have the CP to interrupt anymore, but yeah. So
Well, half these guys are fighting last. He's not. Is he charging?
no, he couldn't. He fell back.
He's fighting last. And he's close,
just
but
out.
might be out.
Cool. So I can do these 2, and then we'll go to the.
You remember when I split the squad to... If I just had half of them stand still and the other half move closer, we actually would have
We're
been
just holding hands there.
within
Alright.
inside an inch.
So we'll do these first, I guess, because you can't interrupt. 5 slaughter claw attacks, hitting on 3s. Let's go. These are his wounds. Alright. Hitting on 3s. 4 hits, wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Mm-hmm.
AP 4. And the damage is huge-tastic, so it's going to kill the squad.
You got 4 of them through?
Yep.
Oh, just...
Oh, AP 4 becomes AP
3?
3, so you actually get to make 6-ups. Sorry?
Sure.
4 6-ups.
So I need a single one of these.
They're dead.
Oh, come on. 3 5s? 2 5s even? Alright.
And I'm not going to be able to tag you through that wall because I won't fit, but I'm going to consolidate 3 inches just to get there.
That unit has probably done the most for me this weekend.
And then my other guy that's charged, making 5 slaughter claw attacks into a flesh mower,
Yep.
hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Strength 12, so wounding on 3s.
Yep. It's all this like
3
AP
saves
5,
on your
right?
demon save.
It's all these really good AP, high damage melee weapons you're running.
One goes
damage?
through. D3 plus 3.
Oof. Yeah, go for it.
5 becomes 4, so he's got 3 wounds left. Does he bracket?
No. He
Oh
only
my
has
god.
9 wound things don't bracket. How many take? 4?
Yeah.
Down to 3?
Only one of my 5 attacks went through, so...
Eey. There's so many more dice on the floor. Doesn't even matter.
Alright,
Scott,
so
I love you, mate, but I'm dropping all your dice.
you may crack back.
Where to? We'll start over here. Flash more time. 12 attacks.
We are going to spend our CP to give the -1 incoming damage there, because that's a lot of 2 damage attacks.
Yeah, I don't think it kills your model. What is going on? I'm just launching them. Dropping 2s. Yeah, thank you. And rerolling 1s. Take these.
So these are
These are AP2.
AP2,
damage
so 5
2.
ups. So we're going to make 2, fail 5, take 5 wounds.
10 damage.
Because I did the -1.
Oh, of course, yeah.
This is why. We didn't want to get super bracketed.
Alright, we'll do Mortarion next. So
Yep.
he'll just kill a knight of his choosing.
Well, he's only engaged
He's only
with
in
one.
combat with one of them, so that is the knight of his choosing. 2s. Love it. Yeah, 2 is
Dead.
wounded, yeah. It's
Does it explode? Does. D3 mortals to Mortarion and its friend. Mortarion, 1. Friend, 1.
Mortarion ignores it.
Okay.
Stream, you saw that, right? Yeah, cool.
Okay, so I lost 4 units that round. Do we have any morale checks to make? These guys lost 1, so they're fine.
Can't fail.
And you
And
lost
they're wiped.
Marines. What else did we wipe?
Uh,
A
this
character when you charged. It's 2. We didn't kill any tanks. We didn't kill the flesh mower. We didn't wipe that. So I don't think I get grind.
2 ties on 2. Nice. Denying grind's very good there. Alright, do you want to start writing up your points? And then I will start my turn.
Yeah, so
I'll go to 2 CP.
I am
I
going to
will
also
roll.
get
I will gain another
Call
CP
of
to
Darkness.
3.
If you shoot at me from more than 12 inches away, you have -1 to hit.
Nice. I had a really tough matchup with Chaos Knights the other day, and they took the reduce your aura ranges.
Could have been an option.
It
So I
reduces
get
his
3
fight
for
master aura.
Ruthless Tyranny. I do not get grind. Assassinations at the end. Start of turn, you control 1 point, so you get 4 for primary again.
Yeah. It's looking pretty grim on the
I
primary.
did kill
Oh, he's
the
here to
Marines
steal
on
him.
the points, and I did take a point, so I get
CP
3 for
is
the
1
mission.
to 1.
I'm on 2 CP, thank you.
You gained 1 at the start of your turn.
Oh, at the start of your turn.
Start of my turn, sorry.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want us to count that
If
because
he
he's
wants the bottom of turn.
weird.
Yeah. What's the leadership on a flesh mail, sorry?
God knows, mate.
It's like 8-ish, probably.
yeah.
Never mind.
Alright, it's definitely not low enough to warrant that stratagem, the one you're thinking of. Whoa. Mortarion's going to start coming towards the center, so who's this?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So, in terms of the points, let's give you an update for the bottom of round 2. Pretty spicy in terms of CP count. Both players looking at 1 CP apiece after that turn. So, for Will, his points for turn 2, he did score 7 points on the primary there. He did not score any of Bring It Down, did not score any more Spread the Sickness, but did do Warp Ritual for 3 points there, giving him putting him up to 13 points. Then we are looking at Tim's points. He managed to score another 11 points on primary to put him on 13 points for primary. Didn't get anything on Assassinate, but did get another 3 points on Ruthless Tyranny to put him on to 7 points. Then you're looking at 0 points to grind them down, which leaves him on a 23-point total so far. So really intriguing there. 10 points between them. And Will is unfortunately losing resources very quickly here. As you can see, The fetid bloat drone in the top was able to hold off the carnivore there, but there's only one plague marine left.
Yeah.
However, the war dogs do hold that objective. They hold the center objective as well as the back objective over here. Mortarion is still alive and kicking, having killed one over here, but has opened up the corridor for one war dog to move down towards these Plague Burst Crawlers. And if it gets in, if it survives, those Plague Burst Crawlers are likely going to get killed. So Will needs to target these guys first and then start clearing things up here next. Clearing this middle where there are 4 straight, which he's able to do with some psychic powers, with the Blight Lord Terminators.
I have so little models. Not even funny.
And the Flesh Mower can do some stuff. But yeah, this is really looking like there's not much resources left for Will. He needs to try and kill as much as possible and deny as much as possible as he can here. So we're just going to swap back to Will as he's jumping into his psychic phase, ladies and gentlemen.
1 wounds.
1 5 up. Fails it. 3 damage?
D3 plus 3.
Okay.
5 damage.
5 up field, no pens. Softest 1, which kills him.
Just enough. That's Skurse. He almost lived. I would have been so upset.
Oh. Does he explode? He's
No,
not.
not
You
today.
spend 1 CP.
You get to automatically make it explode?
That is a different one. What I'm doing here's a Dark Blessing. So the first time, once per game, when one dies and does not explode, on a 4-up, I can make it get up with 3 wounds remaining at the end of the phase.
What?
Nah, he's gone.
Okay. Thank goodness.
I failed that roll every time I used
Yeah.
it.
Wow. Okay. I think I would have maybe done it a little differently, knowing there's a
Sorry.
chance he's... No, that's all right. I mean, it worked out in my favor, right?
Yeah, I just wasted
But-
a CP.
Yeah. Knowing there's a chance he could have stood back up in front of me, and I don't get to shoot him because it's the end of the
He
phase.
would be on bottom bracket, but yeah, it's going
End
to
of
be
the phase, I
bad
can't
news
touch
for
him.
these
Can't touch him.
tanks.
Second tank over there. The one in the building.
So just going through the dents.
Does he have to?
You have to draw a line from one part of your model to every point of my
I might as well
model.
just shoot him anyway.
Oh, because you're outside of 12. Yeah, never mind.
So lasers.
1 hit.
Just 1 hit.
Nope.
No wounds. Okay, so I guess we're not killing it. Mortar. I'll spend a CP.
I'll try and recover
Damage 3.
that.
Yep.
Did I already recover? I don't.
Doesn't
That was
matter.
last, but this is the fresh battle round. Yeah.
2 shots.
Nothing.
No hits. Love spending that CP. It's my favorite one to spend every turn.
3 hits from the stutter. Winning on 5s for the stutter. So
Yep.
1 save, AP 1,
AP1.
4 up. Takes it
Yeah,
down.
you take that 1 damage.
You got him.
Alright.
It's feeling
He's got a flamer. He's going to go into a nice wounded guy.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it, really.
So D6 shots. He can re-roll this number.
Would you like to?
It's below average. But it can get worse. How many wounds he got?
He's got 2 wounds remaining.
I'll Oh, why do you make me think about this? Oh, do you mind if we do a psychic phase?
Sure.
It will be ritual, and it'll be -1 to hit on himself.
Okay.
You sure you're okay with this?
Yeah. Just finish this wound roll
Alright.
first. Or
So we'll
this
do
attack
3
sequence.
shots.
Okay.
Um,
So wounding on 5s, is it?
4s.
Because your strength 6.
Oh, I'm sure it's 6. So it is 5s. 4s.
Because you're 6, and
And
you've
you're
got me
6.
in the range of your aura,
Yep.
presumably. So
So
yes.
both 6.
So 4s. Yep. 2.
Hang on. So, Arch Contaminator. 6 inches on Arch Contaminator. No, 12 inches on Arch Contaminator. No, 6
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Arch Contaminator. I get to reroll all failed wounds for plague weapons, and it comes out of Mortarion. Where is it? Yeah, well, friendly unit is within 6 of the Warlord.
Alright. So 2 saves.
2 saves.
4 ups. Assuming he has at least 1 AP.
Yeah.
Makes them both. Your psychic phase.
Yeah, so always doing this ritual. Goes off on a 4.
Does it?
I want to say so. It's in the book.
I'll look it up. You
Yeah.
keep going. Well, I suppose you may need to CP reroll it.
Is that knight really gonna live on 2 wounds?
God, I
Because
hope
my
so.
flamer was just the biggest failure on the planet.
Warp ritual. Warp charge 3. Yep, goes off. So I'll give you a tick for battle round 3. And let's do our best to kill the Psyker this turn.
I wound you on 3s. You reduce the strength of my model, not the strength of my weapons.
Yes? You said
So
it was
it's-
strength 6.
Strength 7.
Strength 7?
You were reducing it by 1.
Yeah.
What I thought you were doing.
And you rolled 2 6s and a 1
For
for the wound roll?
I rolled a 1. Oh no.
I don't remember.
Scotty, can we get a hand here? Sorry. Because he rerolls 1s for plague weapon, but also I thought you were reducing strength for all attacks.
No. Only reducing model strength, which doesn't affect guns.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was not clear.
that's all good. We need to know what the roll was for him. He got 2 6s and a something.
I can't remember.
The stream doesn't have any replay function.
There's no replay function.
Okay, all good.
Sorry.
I missed it, I guess. All their shots.
Into the same guy?
Yep.
This is more flamers, or is this bolt
Yeah, more
pistol
flamers.
things? 10?
Little fist flamers.
And these ones are strength,
3.
so they're winning on 6s. 1?
These will be rerolling just once.
Okay. So what's the AP?
2.
Alright. Ooh. And it has 1 damage or 2?
1.
Alright, he takes 1.
What? There's another shot. Or was that
There
the
was
one?
1. I rolled 1. So he'll take that 1.
Yep.
He's got 1 wound left.
He does psychic action. He's allowed to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
The psychic action is completed in the psychic phase.
Sure. Plasma pistol. So hits on 3s.
Okay, misses. I should have reminded you to make dread tests for things, but we've gone past it.
For
Everything that shoots has to make a dread test. If it fails, it has to shoot closest, which would have changed some things, but we already rolled the dice, so no worries.
Alright, Mortarian's the lantern. Will shoot the furthest away model possible. Yeah, he'll shoot this back model.
He will need to make a dread test.
Sure. So how does this work?
Roll 2d6. You want to roll a small number.
Is it my leadership?
Yeah.
He can't fail it.
It's not a leadership check. It's against your leadership score.
I think he's a Primarch. He's like 12.
He's probably 10.
I hope he's not 10.
And
Custodians better not have more leadership than Mortarian. What do you believe
is
in
it 10?
Mortarian? It is 10.
So minus
it's a
1 from
9.
the aura is 9. So if you roll a 10 or higher, you have to shoot the closest. That's 10. You're shooting this friend.
Mortarian, you failure.
And you can't hit this thing on less than a 4. And you can't reroll.
It's already dead in melee.
Is it? You can't hit him on less than a 4 in melee either.
Man, if I hit this, it's on a 2. And it
You didn't have 12 to here. You
everything.
could have got to here, but it would have only been these two. It wouldn't have been quite over this, I think. But anyway.
Point
Point
being,
is,
it
you're
would have been
shooting
cool.
here and hitting on a 4.
Point is, it would have been cool.
Yes, it would have. I love to see beam weapons beaming, but
I don't know. This is sad and makes me even sadder. What am I doing with this?
you're shooting this guy with his 1 shot. It hits.
And I
Does
can't
not
reroll
win.
this?
Nope, not against this guy. Apologies, sir, but that
that's
is
all
the
right.
way my rules are designed.
Why is Mortarian leadership 10? We need
You
to
have a
get
Plague
James
Marine here with a gun as well.
Workshop on the phone. He has a plasma pistol. He'll make a dread test.
Dread test. So he's
Um,
modified leadership. Is he the captain?
Yes, so 9 goes to 8.
9 goes to 8. You're fine.
Okay. 1 shot.
Is it 12-inch range?
Plasma gun, plasma pistol.
It's
either
just
way-
outside of 12.
He didn't even move. He could have just fucking shuffled. Alright, well then he has to shoot something else. Plasma pistol's a 12-inch, yeah?
I don't know. It's not my weapon, sorry.
Yeah, he'll have to go into this night then, I guess.
Alright. Hitting on a 3?
Didn't even matter.
Didn't matter.
Alright. Charges?
Yep.
Okay. He's gonna charge into this.
Okay. Nailed it. What do you have against these dice, man?
I don't know. I just love throwing dice around. I have to fiddle with dice, otherwise I...
And then a Matarian is charging here, I presume?
Who's hanging out? Yeah, he'll charge just that one. Yeah.
Are you putting on the objective, or?
Yeah, as close as he can be without screwing with anything else.
Staying just outside of 6 of the guy to give him -1 strength. Not that that matters, actually, because I'm down to toughness 6 and you'd be only strength 15, still winning on 2s. Other charges?
Thinking maybe you should have gone into both, just so that you can't do charges later. That's okay. Other charges? This unit here is going to attempt to charge this guy here for a 5 to go through the building.
Move around the friends.
So
And
2 inches to get to here, and then
I'm gonna say 5.
5 should be chill.
And you'd be outside of one of my other guys. Yep. Okay. So it's this guy.
Yeah, triple check it.
So I have you at pretty much bang on 6 inches away, just base to base, and with the slight amount of going around here, I don't think a 5 is quite enough.
We'll have to re-roll it.
Sure, I'm going to try and recover that.
You're actually not allowed to recover CP. It's a rule of the game.
That'll be plenty.
They'll come around this way to make sure that they don't even go within an inch of anything. They'll put a foot in the objective just because I guess it doesn't matter because this thing's 5 models.
As long as they're outside of an inch of him, which sure, you can...
We'll do it like this.
That seems unwise, as only one model would fight. You have to be half an inch of half an inch to get the second rank
Okay,
in.
well, we'll make sure this guy's within half an inch.
And then make sure
these guys are within half an inch of that.
Sure.
Just so that this guy's as protected as possible.
Okay.
He will come out as far this way as he can to stop you moving through this corridor. Yeah, he looks pretty safe there.
Alright.
Fighting.
Where
Mortarion into the one that shall not be named.
Okay.
Do you have CP to interrupt?
I do not. I have 1 CP.
Alright.
So 7 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Oh,
that's a pretty good roll.
Good.
Winning on 2s.
2s. And still no rerolls?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We'll drop one. Do you have an invuln in melee?
No, I do not.
This is minimum...
This is D3 plus 3 each.
This is minimum 12.
It's gonna do the kill. So, wow.
It's
wrong
pretty much
thing.
max damage.
Does he explode? Nope. But we've already used our CP to stand back up, so that can't happen. Would you like to consolidate into something?
Yeah, I'll consolidate into this one with run me
got a
through
slaughter
the
claw.
again. Yeah, run me through the claw again.
Strength 12,
Alright,
AP
so
3 goes up to
3,
4 on the first
4s
round.
and 3s. A claw's -1 to swing with?
Nope.
No, so 4s and 3s.
D3 plus 3 damage.
4s and 3s. AP doesn't even matter, it's going to be an invuln. 4s and 3s into 4s into 5 ups. 5 attacks? I'll do it.
Alright.
Mortarion's going to jump in there and tag up.
Alright.
I'll fight over here next.
We've got a flesh mower here.
Yeah, over here.
We're going to use our CP to do the -1 to incoming damage on that guy.
You really don't want to let me...
I don't want to let you kill him for free. Like, I was meant to kill that bloody flesh drone.
12 attacks?
Yep.
Hitting on... Are you -1 to hit him?
Nope.
No. So this is
Not yet.
3s and... Strength 6 is 7, toughness 7 is 6.
I
love
-1
that
to my
we-
toughness
yeah.
from your guys, so
From everything
on
else,
3s.
the entire army.
Yeah, so 3s and 3s.
Yeah. I love that my 6s go to 7s and your 7s go to 6s. It's perfect swap every time. Drop the 1s and 2s.
Pretty good rolls. Flesh Mower knows how to party.
Dude, he's so good.
He's been rolling hot.
He's so good. He's actually done God's work this weekend.
Alright, so
except
5
today,
saves.
when he's now God's biggest failure.
I get to re-roll it.
Right. God is smiling on him again.
AP2 was it?
AP2 damage 2.
So 5 ups, we make 2, fail 4, suffer 4 wounds.
What's he down to?
He's 5 remaining, he is mid-bracket.
Alright, I think...
You got a Plague Marine there? Oh wait, you can't activate him yet, he didn't charge.
What's wrong with... Oh, he's defending! Oh, you fight before him. Okay, ignore the damage he just did to you.
He's got 4 wounds on him still, and I'll hold this 5 here if your flesh mower is still alive.
Alright, so champion with a power fist.
So these hit on 4s.
And wound on 3s. It's not even a plague weapon. So
one save, AP
3, damage 2.
So 6 up. Actually, I wouldn't have spent
You
my
don't even
CP
use the
yet.
strat.
So I will. It'll go through at 2 damage, but I didn't want to use the strat if I didn't have to.
Yeah, because you're gonna blow up that flesh maw first. That's pretty guaranteed. I'll go here next. So what are you doing anything weird to me?
No. You're fighting a guy with 1 wound. What's the point?
I need to know if I'm striking or sweeping.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything weird to me? You sure?
You should be sweeping anyway. I have 1 wound.
This is the guy that reduces my strength?
Yes.
So you are doing stuff to me?
Oh. Yeah, just the strength.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure who's who.
No worries.
Okay, so you're reducing my strength, so I do need to strike to wound on 3s.
Okay, sure.
1, 2.
Just lost audio for a second, ladies and gentlemen. I am on the case. It is just a matter of the batteries dying in sequence.
Yeah. And they get to reroll because then you're a guy. Yep. Yeah.
And then they are a strength +3.
So on 3s.
7, 6. And your 4s.
I'm 7 goes down to 6, and your 7 goes down to 6. So yeah, 4s.
4s rerolling everything that's of contaminant.
Okay. Good thing you get a big reroll, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So it says all plague weapons. For ranged ones, it's while I'm within 12, and for melee ones, it's just always.
Sure.
Reroll, instead of rerolling ones, it's rerolling everything. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, okay,
So-
take those. AP 3.
So these are all on 6 ups.
And these all kill them if any of them.
I didn't
get
roll all 6 ups. No explosion. Would
Whoa.
they like to consolidate into anything? You've
Does
killed.
this one have a melee weapon? No. I'll jump into the one without a
Sure
melee
doesn't.
weapon.
Yeah.
I'll attack him up. But I'll stay on this objective like that, so that I've still got OBSEC. This doesn't
Okay.
fall back and charge, does it?
I can fall back and charge and shoot anything for 2 CP.
Am I... I'd have to do it like this? Then only one of them fights next turn? 2 of them fights next turn? Okay, go for it. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so this
kill the
guy's gonna
flesh
crack
mower.
back. We're
Yeah.
gonna make 5 attacks because you charged with the Plague Marine, all going into the Flesh Mower because we
You don't
want to
want
be sure.
to hit the Plague Marine?
Hitting on 3s.
Dude, you'll kill the Plague Marine.
Oofed.
Okay.
Wounding
Okay,
on
flesh
3s.
mower time? It's flesh mower time, baby. I have a 5-up invuln with a reroll.
Yeah. So I'll spend my CP to reduce the damage like before.
Oh, I can't zip that up. It muffles the microphone. And I'll do the 5. So you're happy to just call that the 5?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, you've got to reduce the damage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's up to 11 wounds now. He's got 3 remaining. He's bottom bracket.
So that's all sorted?
Yep. This guy needs to crack back into Mortarion.
Yeah, go for that.
So 5
clock's
attacks.
on you.
Hitting
And
on
I'm going to
4s.
start scoring up from my side.
Wounding on 3s. 1 wound on Mortarion. So he needs to
So
make a
I
save
get 3 points for this? No, 2 points for this.
You've
I
killed
killed a
balls on
model
point,
on a
and
point. I'm not
you
taking any of your points
haven't
away.
taken a point yet.
Yeah, so just 2.
Just 2. So you have to make 1 save on Mortarion.
1 save on Mortarion, AP Infinity,
Yeah.
4 up invulnerable. Damage is...
D3 plus 3.
You can have it.
6 becomes 5.
5 has a fill open. He'll ignore 3 of them.
Yeah, right.
It's going to go down to 15.
Alright, top of turn. We'll put it back over to me now. I get a CP, you get a CP.
I'll go to 2 and I'll roll for my gain of CP. I will...
Alrighty, ladies and
you
gentlemen,
already
so
succeeded
pretty
last
big turn there for Will, and he is starting to
Alright,
turn this around. So as you can see, Mortarion came in and deleted a knight. The Plague Burst Crawlers deleted the knight that
I
was
get,
right there
12
and
points. I
removed
hold
it.
3 points to your 1. So 12.
The Blight Lords,
Oh man, I'm
not the
actually
Blight
gonna
Lords,
pay
the
my knight
Death
and the
Shroud.
losing
I've been
point.
calling them Blight Lords all game. The Death Shroud. The Death Shroud killing another one as well. The Bloat Drone still staying alive, having enough to kill potentially this knight here with them, but we may see the other one come in first just to kill it on the charge.
He's going to shoot something, but he's going to take this point.
Mortarian's been absolute champ. He has. He's done a lot. A lot of players haven't expected him. And so he's been able to just kind of do his thing kind of unrelentingly. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knights. That means that Will has maxed out Bring It Down at this point, because there is only 6 knights left out of a 13-point list. Actually, no, he hasn't yet. He's on 14 points for that. So he's definitely caught up. It's just whether or not Tim is going to be able to deal with Mortarion. Once Mortarion's dealt with, there is literally Plague Burst Crawlers, 2 characters, the Death Shroud, and these guys up here. That's it. That's all that Will has left to actually do. So we're at the bottom of turn 3. They've got, I don't actually know the time on the clock because they haven't got it on the table. But they should have roughly half hour between them. Matt Springer, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the chapter. Great to have you with us, my friend. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what Tim does. I'm just going to turn back to players, and we're just going to see what Tim decides to do, because there's very little models left. This should be pretty quick for the next couple of turns.
3.5. Up. So
I assume you're jumping out of combat from Mortarion.
yeah, I think I want to move this guy out of the way first. You can move through there. Because otherwise he's not going to fit through here, and I may not be able to end 6 inches away. Because 6 inches away is here, and the end's a bit too big. Yep, doesn't matter if you...
This is your round 4?
Yep, so
Okay,
12...
9 on the clock.
12 inches.
But then we've got the extra time at the end as well. I don't think anyone's going to run out of time.
So this guy's going to fall back as well.
If Scott finds a minute,
5.
might be worth coming in here and adding the extra time to the clock. I'll go check the clock outside and actually count up what the difference is. 40 minutes outside, and we've got on our clock 35, so we need 10 minutes, 5 minutes each. If you want to come in here and add 5 minutes each to the sides of the clock.
This guy wants to...
Alternatively, we can just do 5 minutes when his runs.
Okay.
I just keep pressing buttons. I don't know how this thing works.
That's gonna have to
Whoa,
do me.
that's a lot of knights. Armigers.
Yep, they all fell back that way.
Okay.
So onto the shooting.
So it's him, and him.
Yeah.
The other 3 all fell back.
This guy just wants to dumpster this flesh mower. It's pissing me off.
Sure.
So number of autocannon shots. 4.
Oh my god, he's gonna live.
Hitting on 2s.
Even though we're both in the dense.
We're both
yeah,
in
we're
it?
both. We just said it.
Wounding on 4s. 2 saves, please.
AP 1.
2.
AP 1.
So it becomes AP1. So
Yeah.
you're making 4 up saves.
And do I get +1 save?
Your
No, I'm a
vehicle.
vehicle. I do that every time.
Do you play a 1?
2 damage.
2 damage goes through.
Well,
it's 3 flat, so it becomes 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I spend the CP. No, he'll take it.
Alright,
Go
and
for
then the stubber.
Into the marine or into him?
Into him. Everything was into the flesh mower.
Sure.
Everything hits.
Yep.
Wounding on 5s. 2 saves.
Oh, come on.
AP
Not
0,
like this.
so 3 ups.
That doesn't count.
Dead.
No, I refuse. How many more guns do you have?
Fell back. We got...
None of these can shoot?
They all fell back, yes.
Lovely.
So this can shoot, this can shoot.
You can have him. You can have him.
So many guys falling back over there.
Man, flesh mowers, huh? He went to town on some knights.
This guy... Over here, he's going to dump everything into this... Over here. Oh, he was meant to leave this, he was meant to keep touching it. So,
Why
hitting
is
on
he touching
2s.
it?
Because he doesn't want to have -1 for shooting through dents.
You don't get -1 for shooting through it if you're within 3 inches of it.
That's for obstacle.
You
I
keep
think-
doing
anyway.
your turn. I'm going to look at it.
We're going to do number of autocannon shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 5s. These are T8, yeah?
Tanks? Yeah.
Yeah. 3 saves at AP2 on this gentleman here, so 4
3
up.
saves at AP2 becomes AP1. AP1 says 4 ups. He
loving
loves it.
I think we're out of stubber range. All right. This guy is going to try and shoot into the damage tank with everything.
Yep.
Melters. Hitting on 3s. Both hit.
Oh.
Wounded on 3s.
Oh.
2 saves, AP5.
5 up in Von. 5 up in Von.
All right. 6, 12 chain cannons. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. 4 saves on your invuln.
4 on the Invuln.
They're AP3.
Into here?
Into here.
Who's that from?
Here.
What's the AP3?
Chain cannon, he's within 18 inches, so he gets an extra AP because
sure.
he's the double gun.
So AP2 is 5 ups.
So
make
3 goes
1.
through.
Yeah, so he goes down to 3 wounds.
And then the stubber.
12 is 6 ups. Half is 3 ups. So his bottom bracket.
All the stubbers hit. Wounding on 5s. 2 saves, AP1 becomes AP0, so on your 3 ups.
Oh, goes to 1. Okay,
Well, that's only
bracket now.
fair.
Definitely bottom bracket now.
Had a lot of things survive on 1. Oh, this guy killed a fleshmonger, so his boom's gonna finally turn on.
He's been waiting all game for this. Alright. What else do you got going on?
I could try and charge a tank, but I don't think there's any point. It's probably not going to get that last wound through anyway. So I think that's me done.
This is battle rounds.
This is battle round 3.
What's the
So I'm gonna
primary?
just toss
sorry,
it
the
over to you
secondary
now.
mission.
So I took a point I didn't have,
But for me,
and I killed a
because
model.
I've just taken a point I didn't have.
It's at the end of your turn.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I
Alright,
killed
so
a model on a point,
score your
and I
points,
took
I'll
one
take
you
a-
didn't have, so I get 3 for that.
Rolling
I have
for
3 points. I
gain
don't have
another
all in
CP.
dread range, so 3 for Ruthless Tyranny. I killed
I'm putting you up to 2 CP.
Fleshmower, so I didn't get grind that round again. You control 2 and not more, so you get 8 for primary for round 4.
We just need extra 5 minutes on both
That's
sides.
going to be a no. Every single player that's played on stream is at an hour 15 minutes for each
So is it?
side.
Alright.
So to keep it consistent and keep it fair between everyone that's played on stream,
Okay.
that is going to be a hard no.
You now have -1 to hit in melee against all of my dogs.
What? What's threatening over here? All of it.
Nothing really.
Yeah, you're lying to me. These guys are gonna come over here, and they're gonna spread the.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so I have got the updated scores for you at the bottom of battle round 3.
He's gonna
So,
jump on the objective.
looking at the points for
Even though you've
Will,
already got
he
100
has
objectives.
ended up,
20
bring it
more
down,
objectives.
I'm going to have to manually do this, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armagers, well, War Dog's
this
still left, so
guy
that means there is 14
5,
points.
But
I'll bring it down.
Four.
For
He'll just move his
primary,
5
though,
inches
he does
behind
score
the
another 6 points, putting him on 13.
Say, like,
With
he's within 12,
Another warp
but
ritual
no
putting him
weird
on 7 for that one as well. So
But
that
he's also
means
gonna be
that it's
bottom
going to be a total of 27
So unless you're closer to it,
points.
close that.
If my my math's wrong, it's going to be 37
One more.
points
We'll do that
there
I
for
believe it maxes at
Will
3.
so far. Then for
You wanna
Tim,
triple check
he's
that.
currently sitting on. He got another 15 points on primary, putting him up to
It'll go off
28.
if I do need it,
Massive turn
otherwise
for him
that
right there.
gets first.
Max is
Followed
12.
by
Okay,
another
so
3
max out
points on
12.
Ruthless Tyranny to put him on
I'll
10.
again wait for the
And
spells to
no
come back.
points on Grind It Down, which
Uh,
means
Tanks need to
he
move
is
up.
going to be on 41 points. This game is
So
going to
that
go down
gives
to the
one
wire,
of
and
those
it
guys
may
2
even
for your
end
night.
up being
get
clocked. With Tim only having 4 minutes left on his clock, he may run out of time on that clock. So it's just something to be aware of. But he does have half the army that he started
This
with.
game was so much tougher than I was
So it's going to be pretty quick. Like he did his turn 3 in like 2 minutes. Like he just did what was key. So it's at
I
this
was kind of
point
expecting this to
we're
be
going
the
to
case.
see
I'm
some
just
stuff happen. Obviously, the Plague Burst Crawlers have been able to just delete Knights pretty easily down this fire lane. as combinations, so they're both going to pile onto
both within
this
12.
single knight, with one moving onto
Do you spend
this
already?
objective route here.
Do you reduce
You've got the not the Blight Lords, Death Shroud there with the characters also, with Mortarion there as well, and still the characters up in the back corner. So I don't think Assassinate's going to be a factor here, but I really think that all of these War Dogs and that lone Plague Marine is going to be a thing. That Plague Marine's probably going to die next turn. Mortarion's probably also going to die, and it's going to be the Terminators and such that's left. So it seems like Will is going into his Psychic phase. We're going to pass it back to him and Tim right now.
Goes off on a 7 for 3 mortal wounds.
Is this guy closest?
Sure.
Okay. Nothing I can do about it.
Shooting phase. He's gonna shoot into this. He's gonna shoot into this. Yep.
He needs to make a dread test.
Sure. Here's dread test. Bonk. It
He's
is
fine,
good to go.
so you can shoot whatever he wants.
He'll shoot plasma missile into here.
Okay.
He can't overcharge it. He's not allowed. Thank God. Oh my goodness.
How funny would it have been?
No, it would not have. Flamer into here.
They would have denied me points
Reroll
for
the
killing
shots.
a unit.
I'll reroll the shots. He's agreed. 5 shots.
And you're winning on 3s, we established.
Yes, and I'm rerolling once for plague weapon. So these are all wounds. These are AP 3, damage 2.
So 5 ups. He's going to fail all of them and
takes
take 10. So he's got 1 left.
Beautiful. Mortarion will shoot him with the lantern, and he's closest, so I'm not going to bother rolling. Good to go? Yep. The lantern.
Misses.
He gets to reroll it, sorry.
Okay.
Cool. Just double checking that I'm
He misses. I told you.
allowed to. Plasma pistol from the caster.
Is that inside 12?
I hope so. Yep.
Cool.
Hits. Wounds. AP 3 on a plasma pistol.
Goes through. Does not explode. Grind has not been a good pick for me. I'm usually the killie. I don't think I had good other options though.
Yeah. Lasers.
Here we're going to spend the CP for the 4-up.
Yeah, you got it.
Because we want that guy to survive. He's important to our game plan.
So 2 lasers. 1 hit.
Nothing.
No wounds. That's terrible. Mortar. Spend a CP.
I've already
You've
recovered.
already gained it. 6 shots.
There you go!
Finally.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s?
I mean the dents.
But I can point to every part of you without
No, you
going through
can't.
the
Not this part. It's in the dents.
That how that works?
Yeah, if you touch it,
Okay.
they have to touch it to ignore it.
So we'll drop all of this. So much for 6.
Both go through
we'll
though.
take those 2. Those are AP 2, damage 3.
So they're on 4-ups.
6 more damage.
Yeah, hurt.
Stubbers. Drop the 3s because you're weird like that. 1. AP 1.
It's fine.
Other guy, lasers. Nope.
Nothing.
Mortar.
1. No.
Plague weapon.
No. Okay. 4-up. It's 2 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
What's it down to?
2 wounds left. And you got some stubbers.
Oh, thank you, yes.
1 hits.
Is that enough to kill him? No.
No.
Man, why does this thing have to live? Yeah. That's not a wound. So charges. We're gonna charge him with the tanks. I just don't have a choice. Beautiful. First tank's just gonna run up and nick you.
Other one's not going to fit.
Isn't he?
You got a gun hitting this wall. You have to
but
like
he's got
pivot
some wiggle.
around and come out. You need to roll
He's gonna
very,
pivot like
very
half
high.
an inch. I mean, I don't get anything from failing it. Alright, show me what an 8 can do for me.
So you would need to move half an inch out this way.
I got a tool for this. I had a tool for this. I have a tool for this. That's how close you need to get.
Okay. So you need to come out half an inch before you can start moving. Then this guy needs to hit here. So you need to pivot. Pivoting costs movement.
So, call it half an inch,
Yep.
and then the other half of the inch to pivot that.
That was another 3/4 of an inch. That's 1 1/4 inches you've used.
This is stupid. I'm not counting this. He's just going to fail the charge.
It's going to be real rough.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
think you
sit
can
there
make it.
and count this.
He's
What's
still
this?
got
That's
no wounds.
one
He's
wound.
got 1 left.
Mortarion will charge.
Just this guy?
Into both. Oh, yeah.
Can you land?
Can I not?
You have big wings, there's a building.
I can come in sideways.
Alright, you can charge both if you want. It's a legal thing to declare, but
It's just...
remember, rotating Mortarion also costs movement.
He shouldn't have to rotate. He should just have to slide.
This wing isn't going to hit this building.
It's very hard to pick him up and test him without having him...
I understand. I would recommend against it because I think you're going to struggle, but it's up to you.
Well, I'll just bump into the first one then. Only because you told me to. An 8 probably would have passed. Okay, now that he's moving, I think, yeah, he just slides in like this.
You need to be within an inch of this guy. Yeah, I guess. And is that Plague Marine charging as well?
Oh yeah, baby, you know it. Straight into this guy.
Okay. Not done good on my assassinate either. But your spread of sickness has been lackluster.
Fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll fight over here.
Mortarion killing a dog.
Wait, you can interrupt?
I do have the CP to interrupt. But...
doesn't really matter. I'll fight with the tank. Oh, I'll fight with the tank.
Okay.
One hit.
Strength
How many wounds
is...
do you have left?
I have 2 wounds left.
Do you want to interrupt? You have a non-melee knight in with Mortarion?
Nope, I do not. He's still top bracket as well.
I get to reroll?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Let's save some time. This knight is dead.
This knight is dead. I get to reroll these. Knight's dead.
Does not explode. You may consolidate 3 inches if you'd like. You've killed 2 knights so far this turn.
This knight is...
Got a melee weapon.
Do you want to come have a look how close this is and tell me whether I can tag that?
So you're within 4, so yes.
Okay. I'm thinking... He's super damaged though, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's hitting on, what, 5s?
Yep.
Send it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just inside an inch.
Yep. Okay, and then you got your 1 Plague Marine fighting the top bracket idiot.
Yeah, my Plague Marine's also on top bracket, by the way.
Oh nice.
No, drop 3s because the
Power Fist.
It's not a plague weapon either.
Cool. Okay, this guy, crack him back. 4 attacks. He's on bottom bracket, so he's hitting on 5s. 3 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 5s. 2 wounds. AP 0, so 3 ups on your tank.
Why do you get to make attacks?
There's only 2. You failed 1 though, so it dies.
Blow him up. Come on, mortal wounds.
No.
Okay.
That's 1 more.
Go for it. I'll write up my scores.
I've got a crack back with my other guy for 4 attacks into a Plague Marine, hitting on 3s to the top bracket.
I'm gonna go dig for our score sheet.
All of that hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s.
You did -1 to hit?
-1 to hit in melee?
Yep.
I did not. Was that a thing?
Yeah. The -1 to hit spell.
On himself. This is the armature into the Plague
Oh,
Marine.
yeah. Smack.
So 3s.
Smack him.
We're going to change one of these to a 6 afterwards from his effect, so you have to make 3 saves at AP nothing on that Plague Marine.
AP nothing?
Yep.
And damage is...
1. It's combat weapon.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bonk. Yeah, he's cool like that.
And then we got 4 attacks from a Slaughter Claw on the minimum bracket, so hitting on 5s. 1 hits, 1 wound, 1 save for Mortarion.
1 save for Mortarion?
He's good. Alright, no morale checks. This tank is dead, needs to be removed.
Well, what if he's just hanging out?
I get a CP at the start of my turn. I hold 3 objectives, so I get the 12 for primary.
I'm going to give this back to the owner. You start running around. tabling him. I'm gonna table him. Everyone out there is like, are you winning? Did you win it? And I'm like, I'm gonna table him. Like, wait, are you winning? I'm like, I'm gonna table him.
We've both not done great on secondaries.
Yeah, you got a lot of primary on top of me. Oh my god, you have so much primary on top of me right now.
Yeah.
Kilograms of primary. Liters of primary.
Alright. I don't think I can realistically kill things. This guy's gonna run. 5. So he's on 8.
I max bring it down, yeah? I don't need to worry about killing any more knights.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gonna run there.
Oh, really?
Now control this objective.
Come on, man.
This guy's gonna fall back from Otarian, stay on the point.
He can just heroically into you again.
Oh.
I don't know how far back you want to run, but he will just bump straight back into you.
Okay, so he's gonna go full 8 back. Is he within 3 over there as well? That's not great.
Alrighty, just a quick word from me, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like it's been pretty bloody for Will that turn, taking out another armor jar up here, resulting in him being able to max out, bring it down. I reckon there's not going to be too much else going on with things as well. I reckon this might be Tim's last turn to get into places and do things with the time on clock. We'll see what happens from here. But yeah, just turn back to the players and let's hear what is going to happen.
Yeah, but if I stay on the point, you can heroic into me anyway. So we're going to spend 2 CP. This guy's going to fall back, shoot, and charge. And he's just going to come here. Going to be outside of 6 of Mortarion. And he's going to be able to hopefully murder a character.
So, the bodyguard rule got changed on the...
Data slate, anything that's bodyguard.
Okay.
Alright.
You roll fast, mate. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be... This guy's going to fire everything into this character.
Yep.
This guy is going to...
Shoot more Mortarion or a tank.
He's going to shoot some Blight Lords.
I'll double check you do your rolls here.
Okay. So, this guy's shooting the character, number of autocannon shots, 3, 6, 8.
You gotta go a little further? You have much more movement?
Yeah, it hits. Hitting on 2s into your character.
I think you finish this round of shooting and then you're out of dice.
No worries. Winning on 3s. 4 saves on the character, AP2.
AP2 is AP1. AP1 is 4 ups.
That's...
I'll CP the last one.
I'll
Saves me a
try
thousand
and
hit points.
recover it. No.
In the box.
No, shot. No.
Oh no! Scott, come on! Yeah, okay.
Okay, so he takes 2.
Goes to 2.
1. Stubber.
Oh.
Hitting on 2s.
Why do I always think it's over? And then you got
All
more.
hit. Strength 5, winning on 4s.
Yeah, force.
1 save.
AP.
Good.
Oh, yeah,
None.
you can't lose.
This guy into the Blight Lords. Number of autocannons, 7.
So what is the rule when you run out of time?
You can no longer do anything that is not mandatory.
Okay.
Wounding on...
So you can make save rolls,
3s.
and that's about it?
Saves and melee fights if you're engaged. 3 saves on
Oh,
Terminators,
you'll have to hit
AP2.
me back if I'm in combat with you. That's crazy.
Okay. AP2 here, 3 saves.
AP2, 3 saves.
Yep.
Make 2, fail 1.
So it's flat 3, so it'll do
Just
2
gonna kill the
damage.
wounded guy.
There was a wounded guy, they took
guy.
immortal.
It'll just be one of the guys that wasn't the sergeant.
Sure. I guess I'm out of time, so I can't do anything else. The only other thing to shoot was this chain cannon on an advance, and I can't hit characters because they're too close. So, end of the turn.
Good to go?
I'm going to get only 1
the clock
point
just
on
stopped because you ran out.
I get 1 point for Ruthless Tyranny.
Yeah, I'm just going to be quick on mine. So I'm going to go to 3. I'm going to roll for another.
I did take a
I'm not
point,
gonna gain it.
controlled, and
I'm going to hop onto this objective. I'm going to run Mortarion into your side over here. Oh wait, he's maximum contagion range. Yeah, he's just going to fly over to here. So he's within contagion of this objective.
Okay.
He's going to spread the sickness for 4 points.
Okay.
So that puts me at like
I'll put you at 11 for that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
You got you wrote your last one in round 3 when it was actually round 4, but...
Oh yeah, that's my bad. I knew there was some number of missed
11,
rounds.
you're going to get 15 to bring it down. You're going to get 12.
Psychic Ritual was already maxed.
So you're crushing me on the secondaries, and I'm crushing you on primaries. At the start of this turn, you held 1 point, so you get 4 points.
I held 1 point?
2 points. You get 8, sorry.
8.
I forgot about the character weapon. Did I kill any? I killed 1 character.
Yeah.
And it wasn't your Warlord, because that's Mortarion.
They're going to smite into here. Do I need to do any more movements? No. Table quarter. Objective. Hold them. Your deployment zone, my deployment zone. Yeah, I'm going to max spoiled ground as well.
You didn't take it. We had the discussion, we both thought you were going to get tabled, and you didn't take it. You're getting 12 for Warp Ritual, which you took instead.
I'm so mad at myself. I can't believe I maxed it.
Yeah?
And it... Oh, that's the worst.
So you're going to kill this knight?
Yeah, I just need to pop this guy off the objective for some more primary. So that's a smite.
No, he's only got 2 wounds.
1 mortal.
Okay, he's got 1 wound left. You're going to pick him up with everything there.
D3 Flamer.
He's dead. Actually, sorry. I'm going to spend my 1 CP to guarantee he explodes, so that he can possibly kill your character with 2 wounds.
What's the explosion range?
6 inches.
You can guarantee explosions?
Once per game.
Why am I within 6 inches of you?
Alright, so on the character that we can kill is the only one that matters. 1 mortal, he's not dead. So this guy's dead. I'm not able to move things in my turns, so...
Well, let me just do some thinking and thonking. I mean, this tank will... Doesn't even matter. Have you maxed the primary? Is it worth me trying to trim you off primary?
24, 32, 41, 43.
So
I have not.
I need to try.
It's worth 2 points if you kill this. He's got a long charge. You've got
well,
one tank that can
with
shoot
the
him.
tank. So the tank will move to a way where he can shoot you, which doesn't exist easily. A laser point. How far down do you need to go?
That's over the building. That's not. So you've got plenty of movement to do that, I think.
Like that? Can you just put him on that line?
Yeah, so you're still on the
Gorgeous.
Like you being on the objective achieves nothing.
That's yours.
Though. Yeah.
Lasers. I do need to be on the objective, yes.
Okay.
For despoiled ground, which I don't have. So 2 lasers, 2 wounds.
You've got -1 to hit. Those were 3s.
So we miss. Mortar. Might as well make it 3 damage mortar. 6 shots. 5 is close enough.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on failure. 1 wound, take it.
5 up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
2 damage. 3 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, because you spent the CP. Alright, he's got 9 left.
Mortarion, world's longest charge.
11? You ignore the... Yeah, you're in. That'll
Smack
kill
him.
him.
Yep.
Don't even need to roll that out. I'm not able to move, so I can't take objectives, so I'm only going to get 43 for primary.
I took you off an objective, and I scored a new objective, 3 more.
Yep. It's going to be a close one.
Oh my god. Wait, no, don't look at it. Don't look at it.
We have to. That's like
I know,
how the game works.
I wanna reveal it with salmon here. So close.
Hmm?
It's gonna be so close.
Yeah, it is.
So I want to call salmon here. I want to reveal it with Sam here and count it up.
Why?
No, because it's big and it's revealing. It's all grand.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so 9, 11, 35, 43 for primary for me. 12, 24, 26, 35 for you. So only 8 points behind. I think you got it. 10, 11. I only got 3. And I only got 4 there. Yeah, it's going to cost me. 15, 10. And you did nicely on the primary, so you're getting 38 there. You crushed it. Are you battle ready?
Yeah.
73. 83 plays 71. Well done.
Oh my god.
All
The
that
impossible
doom and
matchup.
gloom. If I hadn't run out of time, though, I would have been able to max primary, kill nothing that matters. I might have been able to kill these characters with this extra round of shooting, which is another 6 points on Assassinate, which would have not tied it over. You stopping on grind,
Yeah, just trading like 2-3 knights a turn with Mortarion is...
Mortarion, we played him defensively the first round.
Feel free to take them off if you want.
Are they still running? Are they still
They're still.
But yeah, Mortarion, I just couldn't kill him. I don't have enough melters in my army, and my melee, you played him too cagey, so I couldn't get a multi-charge in. That's what I needed to take him down. Because in one-on-one, I'm just losing knights quicker than anything.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so that is the end of the last game. So we'll hide the timer because that is completed. So, to update you on points for Will, he ended up pulling out 35 points on primary in the end, followed by maxing out Bring It Down. He did get 11 points on Spread the Sickness, as well as a full 12 on Warp Ritual, resulting in a 73-point results for him in terms of battle points there. Tim, on the other hand, unfortunately did clock out there. And so the result in terms of primary for him, he did score 43 points on primary. Pretty significant score there. If he hadn't have clocked out, he would have maxed it. Assassination, he unfortunately only scored 4 points, which technically should actually be 6, not 4. Because if he killed 2 characters, then it should be, but we'll put it as 4, because that's what he marked down. Ruthless Tyranny, though, he scored 11 points on that, which is quite good. And then Grind Them Down, he did only score the 3 points, resulting in him scoring 61. So a 12-point difference there. So really, if he had have killed more characters, he would have been able to get that pretty easily between them. But massive win there to Will, so we've got a bit of a path to victory for him there in terms of how he's gone over the event with the Death Guard in a codex that a lot of people don't really rate at the moment. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us this weekend. It's been absolutely awesome to bring you the live coverage from the No Retreat 40K tournament for the ITC here in Canberra. It's great to have another ITC 2-dayer here, and we're hopefully going to continue these going forward.
And we answer.
Nizarch, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the chapter. Thank you so much. No worries at all. Glad that you enjoyed it, and let's choose the outcome with Will for the Death Guard. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for me. Now, if you do want to catch any more events that I'm doing in the future or any of my other content, make sure you are in the Discord. That's where you're going to get alerts, as well as following here on Twitch. Also, if you do want to check out any of the other content that I create on the various social media platforms, you can check them out in the socials. And if you did enjoy the stream and you do want to financially contribute or get some ScoDD49 merch, feel free to check out my Ko-Fi page, where I've got different membership tiers that also include 40K competitive coaching and tournament reviews, tournament list reviews, all that kind of stuff, as well as a whole heap. You can do one-off donations there, as well as the merchandise all being housed there as well, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to thank everyone for joining us. A massive win to the Death Guard by 12 points there, Dragoon, was the result. So Death Guard took out the tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me for this weekend. Yeah. Fortunately, the Knights player clocked out, and the Death Guard player had 10 minutes left on the clock to just get ahead. So it was a really close game throughout, but it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been absolutely awesome, and I hope to catch you next time I am live.